There's no weaknesses in that.
All right, Haaland are playing our big.
Michael Jordan had no weaknesses.
Hear my last argument. Haaland is playing in a sport that you have to compete against far more human beings.
All right, greetings and salutations, and welcome once again to the Sports Desk. I'm Yute.
I'm Christopher Zidane Mathews. I want to start this afternoon. So Liverpool fans, you want analysis? Today's analysis you're going to get. So Liverpool got themselves a 1-0 defeat by what is the team name? I don't remember the team. Nottingham Forest people. So and it goes to my point. And if you look at the team sheet over the weekend, people, in that Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest game, Liverpool had by far the most talented people on the football field, and they lost the game. It's not at the stage of the season yet, where you could argue that. Listen, they played a tough game in the midweek, and they didn't have enough quality to rotate. They're playing Tottenham or United at Old Trafford. No, they played West Ham, who's not all that great, Wednesday, and come weekend they had the worst team in England to beat, and they lost the game. So now the argument cannot be true that is because of squad depth, while Liverpool has not won the league more often in the last 4 years. They were very one-dimensional, very predictable. They got a lot of chances still in the people, but they just wasn't good enough in front of goal, and Klopp didn't rotate the right people. So that's my analysis of the Liverpool game. Liverpool lose 1-0 to the worst team in the league, and when the season come and them lose by 1 point, you're going to hear that it's because picked by Haaland, but Haaland wasn't a part of this game, and this is the reason why they're going to lose the league if they lose by 1 point.
What do you say to the guy who was talking last week that said they are more likely to lose? Omar, was it?
Yeah, Omar.
To these teams than to the top teams.
No, his analysis was that they struggle against the low block teams, that part the bus, but that wasn't the case for Nottingham Forest. They got a lot of openings and just didn't capitalize. So that argument can't stand up.
I know he's going to come today and say, see, I told you.
Well, let's hear him.
All right. Well, I want to maybe 2-3 quick things I want to touch on. Andy Roberts, speaking after the West Indies debacle. I'm quoting Andy Roberts now. You know who Andy Roberts is, people. And it's a direct quote. Right now, what we have is a bunch of swipers, not batters. They think that hitting sixes is everything, but the rest of the world shows us that hitting sixes is not the only solution to T20 cricket. Batting and batting properly makes more sense. Our players have to go back and play 4-day cricket so that they can learn to bat instead of just swiping. But if I never said Andy Roberts' name, I would think it was a quote from me. For those of you who watch the Kohli innings,
brilliant.
It shows you that, granted him some whole heap of power hitting towards the end. But if you look how Kohli structured his innings, at one point in time, a single ball, setting his team up and then blasting away at the end. This is how the thing ought to be played. All right. The Mannings community are up in arms, people. We played Charlemont at Dintil the other day.
Yes.
And the plan is for each team a home-based game.
Basically home and away.
Ante. Well, our next game, the return against Charlemont is at Stets and not at Mannings and not at Landisle, which is right across from Mannings. The Mannings community not happy. When I reach out to 1 or 2 people in Issa, they are saying that the Mannings field not ready, and the Landisle field was not ready up to the point in time where they had to make a
schedule of the fixture.
No, the scheduled fixtures had said Mannings originally, but I understand that the Mannings field not ready. Then they're up to Landisle, which itself now we understand having some issues. So I expect them to come today. I expect the Issa people, if I reach out, they will explain. I don't know people.
So Manning's no big side this year.
Well, I don't know. We beat Charlemont in Dintil. We're supposed to can't take care of Charlemont, even if it's at stake.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. But I was worried about the closeness of that game because I saw Charlemont against Dintil and they never looked good at all. So I thought Mannings would have blown them away.
Well, that's.
So I don't know what happened.
So make we hear them feel that the Issa is being a little unfair to them. And finally, it's in the back of the Observer. The yesterday's Observer, former CWI boss, that Dave Cameron, who was on the Sports Desk, I think it was on Friday, is going hard, man, as we expected him to. Basically suggesting that Ricky Skerritt and company should pack their bags and go.
Oh, somebody's reminding me that. What happened with Veer? You hear? It's
No.
only 12 players only, and the goalkeeper was there at reserve, and he had to be an old field player in the
No, I'm not
first
sure.
game of the season.
No, I'm not
So
sure.
disgraceful.
One more thing on the regional cricket. The players.
You touch a point that I was looking at.
Which one?
With these West Indies cricketers coming back home.
Yeah.
And they'll be a part of the setup for the Super 50. But but you look at it now. We send them off to qualify to play a World Cup.
Yeah.
And before you even make a U-turn, they are back in the Caribbean. No, if we are doing things right, they shouldn't be a part of the setup. These youngsters who are planning for the Super 50 now, some of these players going to be a stumbling block in their way.
No, man from afar can tell it is a debate. It's a debate in some of the territories, my boss.
Yes, I was looking at it when I find out that they are coming back home. I said, no, some of these players now who are really looking for towards the Super 50.
Yeah.
They are coming back now, and based on what is usual, some of them now going to be.
We have to make way for the West Indies big thing. Some of the players have to make way for the big guns coming back.
And that is really so unfortunate, eh?
Some of them you think automatic, but some of them deserve a rest, my boss.
Yes, I think so, because even Jamaica, looking at Jamaica now, certainly that King and Powell at least will be there. Well, we didn't have much people there, but generally for the region, I think they should sit down for a couple of games, man, and give the youngsters or those who were seasoned to the Super 50 to at least eat them food.
I can understand both sides of the argument, but here's one side. 14 players were named in most of the territories, because some of the selectors in the territories never expect West Indies to come back home. These 14 players would know that, let's say they get 1,000, let's say they get 1,500 US a game.
Yes.
You in the squad, you're looking at 6 preliminary games. So you look by your 9,000 US.
Yes.
Boom! Them look come and fly back in the Caribbean. And you get dropped out of the squad. They're not some little man, them man. They fly back in the Caribbean, that 9,000 US gone. When you did probably spend that already, in your mind.
That is my contention, I don't like it, man.
So my suggestion to one of the people is, can you still pay both? Them say no, the West Indies board not going to do that. So you pay the man who did in your squad with it, probably order 2 cow and 2 fridge. Yes. With the expectation of getting that money. I said, boy, sorry, the big guns them come back. Or the West Indies board find a way to pay both the people who were, earmarked to play and the returning big guns. So I don't know how.
But I believe if they are selected, though, I think if they are selected in our 14-man men's squad, they should. I believe that should stand, legally as well, too.
But I'm saying some of these 14 squad were not publicly released. There's a man, pinch a man, and squeeze a man and tell a man.
Yes. So there lies the
I don't know how many territories actually revealed them 14. I know Jamaica didn't, for example.
Yes.
But man here said them didn't have the squad.
They're going to bring in the senior players.
Yeah, they will.
You expect Talawa's captain to come back and not get in?
No.
Yeah, so if he's available and...
but if you were, what the man name? Pooran, does he automatically come get a game after average more 6 not the thing?
Yes,
you're not dropping him out. You say Pooran, take a rest now.
Pooran would be there. You see?
No.
But that is sad.
And people like, remember, people like Cottrell never bowl a ball.
Right.
Should he now be automatic on, say, the Talawas team over people who you think?
No, he shouldn't.
Well,
and Zidane and Avil, even the last World Cup this chance that they had. Now you look, how do you try a player that were selected that didn't get a game?
Yeah, so
some people are going on as if these 2 men that they selected, Raymond Reef and the other guy they carry. The people are going on like if they throw away the chances, And you look at it, these people didn't get a game,
Yeah.
And I don't believe it's because they didn't take. Well, for me, Russell shouldn't be there. No time at all. But at least I believe Fabian Allen should be there.
Well, all right, man from afar.
All right, man from afar.
Okay, sir.
Big up yourself.
Good.
Mount Salem. Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon.
What's up?
Good afternoon, Mount Salem.
Good afternoon. You hearing me?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Mathews,
Mm-hmm.
two of your favorite sportsmen was at their best over the weekend, man. Messi and Kohli. You watch those?
Oh yeah, man. I watch the game on Friday, man, and I watch Kohli innings. Kohli is the goat of T20, man.
On Saturday, yeah. You watch Kohli.
Yeah, man. Kohli is the goat of T20 cricket, man.
Yeah, I know. When I watch Kohli bat, Mr. Mathews, I don't understand how.
The man and man, man.
That he's not the greatest when it comes to all three formats.
Yeah, man. Combine all three formats, the man are the goat, man. No doubt.
And people is making it seem that because he had a bad patch for the past 2 years. But look at it, Mr. Mathews. Even the bad patch that he's having. Normally, if a batsman would have a bad patch for 2-3 years, you would expect their average to come down to like 45, 44. But look at his bad patch.
The man averaging 52, my boss, in international T20 cricket, my boss. That's some freakish thing.
But when we're discussing the three formats now, what I'm saying, he's still having a bad patch, even in Test cricket, and he's still thereabouts in the 50 mark. Right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
And also Messi.
Hold the line, Mount Salem. Hold the line. We'll take the break. We're coming back.
All right, Mount Salem.
Yes, one last quick thing. Mr. Mathews, if what Omar is saying is true about Clapp design his system to beat the big team, Clapp is not just a madman. Clapp is an ordinary coach.
There you go. He's not helping Clapp when he make them statement, remember. If you know that more small teams is in the league than big teams, why would you set up a system to beat the big teams?
To beat the big teams.
And struggle against small teams. Clap down stand, my boss.
That's why I said that if...
I mean, you're a big man who's supposed to be a broadcaster agreeing with the nonsense, my boss. And that same man say Clapp is a genius,
That is true. That is.
That's highest.
Again,
yes.
The coach that they claim is the best coach of all time, Alex Ferguson. I know you're younger, a little bit younger than Mr. Higgins, but if you follow Alex Ferguson's career, Alex Ferguson used to beat up the small teams, the Blackburns and all these.
Your job, you must prepare your team as a big team to break down small teams, because usually small teams, they come and park the bus and try to beat you on the counter. That's how they generally play. Then if you set up your team to beat the big teams, we open up, and you have about 3 of those, you don't have much sense, my boss.
And if you don't set
I
up
disrespect
your team
the man that disrespect Jurgen Klopp, my boss. You must say Jurgen Klopp is a half-wit. That's what Omar basically saying on the people in radio.
Exactly, and that can't make any sense. So if you're a coach and you're gonna set up your team just to beat the big team, then there's no trophy that's been handed out for beating big teams.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day. And last thing, I think Messi is still in the top 5 best player right now. Not all time, but currently playing, Messi is still in the top 5 when I watch Messi.
There are no two ways about it.
Still in the top 5. All right.
All right.
Rollington Town.
Rollington
there.
Hello?
Yeah.
This is not Rollington.
Oh, well, what's up?
Oh, it is.
How you the Rollington Town?
It sounds a little bit different there. Yes.
What's up, man?
They're here.
All is well?
Yes.
Anyway, I want to ask some questions, gentlemen. What has become of the voices that was always first and loudest to criticize Dave Cameron, a man whose term in office from 2013 to 2019, I think, must be recorded as a giant success in comparison to what we're being presented with at this time. Now, the thing that I'm looking at, apart from that, is that I'm not only talking about the cricket where Dave is concerned. I'm talking about the things that run the cricket that he put in place. Quite a few things. And we have spoken about them already. Everybody knows the different gears that make a situation run. They put them in place. Not even that has been done by the two people in running West Indies.
Rollington Town, can I ask you a question?
Mm.
We understand the disappointments and the failures of some of the persons who are around now. You think the main reason why we're struggling is administration, though?
Well, to be frank with you, when Dave was in power, he struggled because some of the cricketers.
No, man, I don't want you to tell me what Dave did.
No, but we could very well have a situation similar to that.
So you're saying the main reason why Poor and them can't beat Scotland is because of administration?
No, I'm not saying the main reason is that. Because we have seen Poor and the better. We have seen there are things.
You think gonna giving these players a pass?
Poor and should never have been touched where captaincy is concerned.
No, but one of the time, you agreed with the appointment of Poor and Rollington.
No,
you forget?
I didn't agree. You keep making this mistake.
Yeah, man,
I did not agree with it.
What do you see?
I told you that Hetmeyer should be the captain.
No, man, you were happy when they got rid of Pollard and said you have a problem with Poor.
The fact that Hetmeyer was not present, they put Poor on.
And you were happy with that?
Yeah, but what? Then I mean, that would be in line. That would be the person in line.
But I can bet my bottom dollar that if Pollard was the captain now and Russell was there and Bravo was there, we would have gone at the Super 12. Even if we were get beat up at the Super 12, I think we would be there.
You think so?
Yes, my boss. Pollard them were beat up like Scotland, them, my boss.
Well, I have seen Pollard them present from long time. And
I've never seen Pollard them struggle against people like Scotland and the other one name, Ireland, my boss.
But I've seen them sabotage cricket.
Man, that's a different
It's
thing.
even worse than that.
Rollington, you have to take a small lick for that, my boss. This is what you ask for, this is what you get.
I'm not taking no lick.
You get rid of Bravo, you get rid of Pollard, and you can't beat Scotland and Zimbabwe.
They got rid of themselves because of their actions. You remember that in that.
Rollington, this is a case of be careful what you wish for, my boss.
I never wish for poor run.
No man, you wanted Pollard them you wanted Pollard and Bravo them out, my boss.
You can't play that back, and people will tell you that I never wish for poor run. You keep having this idea in your head. I don't know where you get it from.
Oh, yeah, accept
I never wish for poor, and I accepted it because it was the next man in line.
But Hetmeyer not really interested in playing for West Indies.
Oh, you know that?
You know same attitude?
No.
You
jump into
biggest stage in the world, my boss.
Pooran was taken into the fold, like when you take a baby and start training him from him little.
Rollington Town, you know any basketball player would have the opportunity to play in the playoffs and don't want to play. You don't know any footballer would get the opportunity to play in the World Cup and don't want to play Rollington. Something wrong with Hetmeyer, my boss.
Oh, you mean something wrong with Hetmeyer?
How can you get the opportunity to play in the World Cup, the biggest stage of T20 cricket, my boss, and you're missing flight? What do you mean they don't give him the opportunity?
Missing not just one, but two flights.
Hetmeyer passed the test that any young cricketer supposed to pass to captain his team. In Australia they do it, in South Africa they do it, in England they do it. Under 19, you're captain and you win.
So he's upset because he wasn't named captain.
How you mean?
Then how you can't tell the people them say them have to name it. But Rollington Town, you can't tell them.
A lot of people are upset about it too.
Rollington Town, I don't understand him.
He's right back now in the Caribbean playing cricket.
Why?
Okay.
Let's hope that.
Was just upset
Let's hope
about what took place. And
Rollington Town, you think Jason Holder was upset that them take away all the captaincies from him?
Jason Holder is a different situation. Jason Holder was handling too much things.
No, I'm saying to you, don't you believe that he was upset when they took the captaincy away from him?
Well, probably not, you know.
And just see what
the strain that he was carrying was.
He was upset. He was upset.
He was captain in all 3 games.
No man, he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy about.
You understand?
And the man still come and play my boss and perform.
And he was there.
Cricket. Who used to pick teams outside of the cricket. And tell
the silence,
them want and all that kind
the
of
silence from some political figures
is deafening.
Down the region is deafening, my boss. If you're coming from the angle there, I'm with you.
Yes.
There was a coup to get rid of Dave Cameron that had nothing to do with cricket.
Of course. Oh, well,
and now that the team is performing,
back to it at times, because things take place
people.
Yeah, man. It's obvious that, and them people are quiet now. So it's obvious that them did have it in for the AFC.
Things take place, Harville. Even of late, that is very distasteful, but as I said, nothing comes out till the time, right?
All right, Rollington. We're leaving it right there, sir.
And then we will all know who is who.
All right, Rollington. I feel your pain. We'll move on. Bull. Hello?
Where's Bull? Bull?
Can I hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you now.
All right, big up, man. Then.
Yeah, man.
Arville,
Yes.
I have a few things more. So I hope I can take my 5 minutes and say it. First thing, Puran cannot make this team, this West Indies team upon performance in a bar.
No, his last 8 or 10 innings, if you use that, then he probably doesn't deserve a spot in it.
I start stat. The last 8 or 10 innings. I think the man best score is about 13 or something about.
Yeah, man, I'm struggling
Bull,
really bad.
Bull, and interesting that you raise this, Puran is the captain. He's seen as a top player. And he's down there and he was playing. And you know that I hear people criticizing the reserve people who not get in the game more than Puran. I hear people, what's his name? The one that they say should not be in the team. He has not played, He's not seen as a big player.
Yeah.
He's being criticized. What am I doing there? What am I doing there? And Puran, nobody not saying. The people, we people not analyzing the sports properly, Harville. How can you be singing on a reserve who not play no game and the big bad captain Puran is there and you're not saying anything about Puran?
I'm disappointed in something too as well, to be honest. I'm disappointed in Ravman as well, I thought Ravman should have batted a bit better because the standard is now higher for Ravman now, I am not looking at Ravman as the same as 2 years back. You understand? So come give me 20 over 19. I not like that.
Yeah.
You understand? So I'm disappointed in the captain and the vice captain and also the coach. But I'm done with that.
Yeah, the coach is the worst one.
I'm done with that. You understand where I come from?
The coach is the main culprit of the 3 that you mentioned.
The main culprit?
Of the three you mentioned.
The coach.
Yes.
But then again, I asked Arville a question the other day, I said to Arville, coaches, what role do they play when it comes on to certain aspect of the game? Do they just leave it to the captain? Because if I am a coach, I am a football coach. I consider myself a football coach now. I'm a local assistant coach at Major League Club called Bulls FC. If I am looking at Puran and Puran give my ball to Kyle Myers,
that had to be discussed before them.
And then you give.
Yeah, but that was a decision that was made before them.
That would have decided before them come on.
That's why I said I must the coach. Remember I asked you what is the role of the coach,
No, man. Puran wouldn't just open the ball with Kyle Myers game after game after game without the coaches.
And then Puran give something at the bar. Odin Smith is the most expensive West Indies bowler in our first 6 overs in the bar.
Yeah, I'm struggling.
I saw the statistic about it. So it's strange that they didn't check that.
Cricket is a numbered sport, brother. Numbers are lying. So if this is what you're producing, this is what you're producing in the bar. So he's fun. All them man get the ball before Jason Holder.
Joseph.
That is a joke.
The captains was not the best.
No,
nobody can go around that.
Next thing I want to talk about, Zidane. But what the game, Man U versus Chelsea?
No, me never watched it.
When was the game again?
Saturday.
Oh yeah, man, I watched the game.
Nice tactical football.
Man, you play some ball in the first half, the first 20 minutes.
Ball take Chelsea
and the pace. Says the best. Says the best half of football from United this season.
No, I think the Tottenham game was the best half. The Tottenham first half, Tottenham was under a lot of pressure.
Me not to rate Tottenham. Them a good side, but me not to rate them up to I think Chelsea are a better team overall.
I especially like
so maybe me taking that into consideration. Yes, and it was an away game. Yeah, man.
But ball take Chelsea for the first 30 minutes. But what I rate about Chelsea coach, normally when what Brighton, and I said this, anybody here can watch my podcast on YouTube. Normally at Brighton, he has players that can play multiple positions,
Yes.
So during the game, in this man changed all 5 different formations in one game,
Yeah,
because
man.
he has players who play multiple positions. He don't have that at Chelsea.
Yeah.
So when he pull off Kukurea and send on Kovacic, I thought Eric Ten Hag was lacking after that. That is just my view when time sit down and start it again. Man say, all right, the coach make a tactical change. What happened to you now? What is your move now? You understand? I think he have a little youth on the bench when he got Nacho and he's not playing from season. I think he playing one game. The youth have a directness about him, where different from Rashford, different from Sancho. He's carrying the ball to the goal. The few games I'm watching playing pre-season, you have some players.
What about the youngster that had a few important goals for you last season?
Who was that? Iqbal?
No, man, the forward, man. He used to play alongside Ronaldo.
Angels Auto Spares and Accessories. The Houston Astros will meet the Philadelphia Phillies in the 2022 World Series after clinching their league titles on Sunday. The Phillies beat the San Diego Padres 4-3 in Philadelphia to win the National League Championship Series 4-1. Now, after a rain delay in the Bronx, the Astros edged out the New York Yankees 6-5 to sweep the American League 4-0. The best of 7 World Series will begin in Houston on Friday. And from some political figures down the region is deafening my boss. If you're coming from the angle there, I'm with you.
Yes.
There was a coup to get rid of Dave Cameron that had nothing to do with cricket.
Of course. No,
and now that the team is performing,
something that was well enough.
They mentioned about it.
The main cup
Of the three.
coach. Well, I am a football coach. I can't say myself a football.
I saw the statistic about it. So it's strange that they didn't check that.
Chelsea for the first 30 minutes. But what I rate about Chelsea coach, normally we know what Brighton, and I said this, but he has players who play away.
So maybe we're taking that into consideration. Yes, and it was an away game. Yeah, man.
But Ball take Chelsea for the first 30 minutes. But what I rate about Chelsea coach, normally we know what Brighton, and I said this, anybody here can watch my podcast on YouTube. Normally at Brighton, he has players that can play multiple positions,
Yes.
So during the game, this man changed all 5 different formations in one game,
Yeah,
because
man.
he has players who play multiple positions. He don't have that Chelsea.
Yeah.
So when he pull off Kukurea and send on Kovacic, I thought Eric Ten Hag was lacking after that. That is just my view when time sit down and start made it again. Man say, all right, the coach make a tactical change. What happened to you now? What is your move now? You understand? I think him have a little youth on the bench when he got Nacho and him not playing from season. I think he playing one game. The youth have a directness about him, where different from Rashford, different from Sancho. He's carrying the ball to the goal. The few games I'm watching playing pre-season, you have some players.
What about the youngster that had a few important goals for you last season?
Who was that? Iqbal?
No, man, the forward, man. He used to play alongside Ronaldo in a couple of games as well.
Greenwood?
No, man, not Greenwood, man. Greenwood have some problems.
Who is that?
You're going to remember during the break, man. He play up front, man. Youngster. African. That's what they call him in England. They just call him a black player. He's a black player. You're going to remember during the break. Hold the line, though. We're coming back. All right, welcome back. Bull, you're still there?
Yeah, man, I'm still there. I don't know who you're talking, Nancy, but I only can think of Martial, Rashford, and Ronaldo. Those are our only 3 centre forwards now.
Well, I can't believe me know about your side more than you.
Who is that?
He plays forward, my boss. He play either up top or on either side.
But I'm telling you that
he's a black youth, my boss.
The only forwards that we have that is black is Rashford and Martial.
He played last season quite a number of games.
Rashford and Martial is the only 2 centre forwards we have.
You go back to last year, man.
Outer Ronaldo and Greenwood and Sancho. That's all.
Okay.
And Sancho doesn't play centre forward.
That's so I know I'm a real guru, because you are a guru and a United fan and you can't remember. I'm going to remember. Go on.
I want you to tell me who is it willing to put our money on it right now. But yeah, the game, I think it was a tactical game, but I thought Ten Hag should react to the change that.
All right. Thank you very much, Jimmy White, my friend, man. Alanga.
Anthony Alanga.
Yes.
Play up top.
Eh?
Play up top. He's a winger. I'm not play up top.
The man play across the front three, my boss. Don't do that to me, bull, man.
But you realize I said centre forward. Think me up top.
No, but I did say he played in the front three.
Alanga attacking.
Yes, man.
Look you there. Yeah.
All 50% in my phone know who me attack and you couldn't do.
Because Alanga is a role player, boss.
He scored some important goal last season.
Elanga scored about 3 goals for Man. One important goal Elanga scored and was against Atletico Madrid in Champions League. Other than that, nothing else.
All right.
So, yeah, the next thing I want to talk about is the NFL. I don't know if you guys are following it, Patrick Mahomes, them dropped 40 over the weekend, So,
he was brilliant, man. Yeah, man, the man was special, my boss. The man was a alien yesterday.
No, he's normally an alien,
I was watching the highlights last night, my boss.
He's not normal.
No, sir.
Not normal. However, the game that he lost the other day, I don't know if you talk to Garvey about that. The game that he lost against Rams, I don't remember who, when he threw that interception. Poor man.
Hey, you see, if you're not an NFL fan, and you see Mahomes the way he was last night, him draw you into watching NFL. Yeah.
But it's about the second or third time in job 40 since the season, you know.
It's not about only dropping the 14, it's how him look doing it, you know, my boss.
Things them that him do is ridiculous, man. The things him do, ridiculous. Like, that is if you're a non-NFL fan and somebody say come watch NFL, you prefer to watch Mahomes, what's the next one name from Lamar Jackson than watch Tom Brady. You will hear people say Tom Brady, but they sit in pocket and throw, not going to draw you to the NFL in terms of excitement. Patrick Mahomes them different. So the younger generation would more appreciate Patrick Mahomes than just appreciate the raw wins where Tom Brady bring. But if him continue for the next till him about 35, Tom Brady going to be the second, and this man going to be the first.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my boss.
That's the raw truth.
All right.
If him continue.
All right, Bull.
All right.
Big up yourself. Who got to know? Progressive?
Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Yeah, man. Oh, Sir Everton Tomlinson.
My brother, how you doing?
Sir Everton Tomlinson, man. This is Orville and Zidane here on the sports desk.
Okay. Gentlemen, thanks for having me.
The entire Manning's community calling me this man. Well, you're exaggerating, but I got quite a few calls.
Well, it's not those Mannings, the entire Westmoreland have me under pressure.
What's the problem?
They have the view. The situation, it's not looking good for the parish. The truth to be told is that the parish has 3 high schools that advance to the knockout stage of the ISA competition. So it's Petersfield, Mannings and Shroom. Mannings and Shroom advance as winner, Petersfield as a run-out. The rule would have stated that at this stage it would be a home and away, 2-way, and the winner advance. So, in the case of Mannings, we were scheduled to play our first game Friday at 1 o'clock at Dintil, St. Catherine.
Yes.
So, of course, we turned up. The game did not start at 1. The game starts roughly close to 2:30. And, well, we struggle, we fight, and we come out with the result that we went for. However, the issue is the return game that is to be played
tomorrow
in Westmoreland. So
tomorrow is that game.
Tomorrow is that game.
Yeah.
So Friday afternoon, after the game at Dintil, I was informed that ISA would be using Landale as a venue to host the Petersfield Williams Field match. And I was informed because I am in the capacity as the president of the Westmoreland Football Association, and the Westmoreland Football Association is the owner of that property.
Mm-hmm.
We developed that property specifically for high-level game like Major League Final,
yes,
Premier League, and this round of competition. So I was saying to the ISA rep that the field is not in any playable condition to host a game. However, he said that they will be coming down Saturday. Now we're talking about Friday evening, right?
Mm-hmm.
6:30 Saturday morning, I woke up in Westmoreland. I went by the venue. The venue, it could have played upon, but it was not in the best of condition. As a matter of fact, it was not cut. The grass was about 2.5 inches tall.
Mm-hmm.
The field has cut 2 weeks prior to Saturday. And there were some marks left by the tractor that cut it. So it would have, the best thing would have to be cut and roll for a game. So no preparation was done. I informed the ISA rep Saturday morning that it's best for them to play the game. In my opinion, I went by Mannings the morning and the Mannings field cut, and it would be easier to prepare. They insist that they want to play the game at Landale.
Hold on, Coach. We're coming back for you to wrap up the story after the break. Hold on. All right, Coach Everton, you have a couple of minutes because the callers are lining up.
So let me just tell us straight up what happened now. Is that the game plays Saturday.
At Landale.
You're right, at Landale. Sunday morning I was informed after making a call that the venue is not suitable to play a game based on the referee report. I told them I agree with that report, but remember I told you prior to the game that it was not in a ready state for a match. So the next match that will be scheduled there would be Mannings and Charlie Mount Tuesday. It would take me roughly about 2 to 3 hours to get the venue ready for a football game. We're talking about Sunday. So I told them that I will immediately start the process of working on the venue. They say no make no sense. Them already moved the game. Someone said about this a disadvantage. Look, your ranking system, the rule, you say that teams were ranked from 1 to probably 10, yeah? I go play away.
At home.
Those are the top teams play away. So we have Dintil ranking 1, Dintil play at home. We play at Dintil Friday now. Remember, we play at Dintil Friday, we play a 1 o'clock match. Dintil play the feature game at home at Dintil. Right? Garvey Massive play at home. Right? They rank 2. Clarendon College rank 3. They play at home. Mannings rank 4. Mannings play away. Right? Mannings will be playing away. States rank, I think, 5. States have a home game at home. Now you are taking away Manning's right, not only from Manning School, but from the entire parish. Froome School also have to play out of the parish. So there's none of the team, apart from Petersfield, got a home game. And they are run up. So the 2 winners, we're supposed to play them return game. Remember, we play with away game. Froome winning game 3-0, Manning's win team 3-2. So the home advantage now we supposed to have it. That taken away. But what hurt me most is that you are taking now Mannings to play another 1 o'clock game. So as a zone winner, I am the only high school now playing 2 1 o'clock games in a knockout stage. Right? And the 2 of them is away. You not give me no chance to survive. I am very upset. It just not balanced. It don't make sense to me. Trust me.
I hear from 1 or 2 of the Issa people that your confirmation that you could get the field ready came in late and that they had to make a decision.
Can't believe I give them that Sunday.
And the game was
if
Tuesday.
If they say to me Saturday evening after the game, would I immediately start work? Saturday morning me here, immediately me get assistant with the fire truck, the roller and the field ready.
What condition is the field in now?
Excellent condition it has always been. Like me say, just 2 weeks, no preparation, no football, no play on the field, no training, nothing. So no preparation was done for the game Saturday. And it's insist to play on it. And them make the decision to play on it, you know.
Why not Mannings? Your home game. Why not Mannings as opposed to London?
Only Issa can answer that. I can't choose them. They have the right.
Is Mannings in a good enough condition now?
I think it is in a better condition and far more of the field that we play. It is good enough to play on.
Okay. Interesting. Boy, you've had your say ever. Me understand say some political figures vex but you can't go beat up the side on States, man. That is my approach.
That Charlemagne team is not
it's not beating up the side, brother. And that's my problem,
Mm-hmm.
My problem is that if you even go through that, you have another game probably Friday again, My students, them burn out. Listen, them eat 8:30 Friday for a 1 o'clock game, and then I get to eat another meal till after 7 when we are come and reach a Clarendon. So if I will left Lynn State, when we left there, we not eat again till we, and then we come back again and go play another 1 o'clock game.
So your issue is more the 1 o'clock game than the
1 o'clock.
It's the 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock Sunday.
And give me the 3 o'clock game, and have a problem.
1 o'clock
also,
Sunday.
the issue is not so much well, half of the issue is you traveling to States for what should be your home game,
right?
And the other half is you wonder why you
the
have
time
to
of the game.
All right, well, over to you, Issa. Let's hear what their side of the story is, eh? All right, so that's Coach Everton Tomlinson, the owner man. All right, Progressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm on.
Yeah, man.
Okay. I want to make a comment about Virat Kohli, but before I go there, I've had a very, very disappointing weekend. You can imagine Liverpool lost 1-0 to the bottom of the table club, and the West Indies team got knocked out. Now, how can the West Indies playing in a zone with Scotland, Zimbabwe, and Ireland, and can't even finish second? They finish at the bottom of the table. Something, I don't know, something definitely wrong. But there's not much I can say about the West Indies team. They're just not good enough, right? Because as you were mentioning earlier, when you had people like Andre Russell, Pollard, Bravos, and Chris Gales, and so, who would at least qualify for the Super 12. And still, the man them go down there, and them can't even make it out of a zone, finish at the bottom of the table. I don't really think there's not much I can really say about that. I was watching Pakistan against India, and that man Virat Kohli, when he started out, wickets were tumbling around, right? Because I think,
they were like 60 at 4 or something like that.
Right. And Virat Kohli was batting, in the first 10 overs, he was scoring at a strike rate of about less than 100. He was just out there, playing in himself, and that's how a man who can bat, go out there and just, playing himself. Don't just swipe after every ball like how poor and the man there.
That is my argument.
After every ball.
You know what Andy Roberts call them? Swipers, not batters. For those people who are your call, but God no. Go on.
At the end of the day, the man, I'm striking with 154,
Yes.
4s and 4-6s, You understand? The man faced 82 balls, 82 runs, 53 balls. So the man I show you, you go out there, it's just 20 overs to bat. And I'm not out at the end of the 20 overs, right? After coming in at number 3. The first two men make 4 each, Rahul and Sharma make 4 each.
Yeah.
The other 15, Patel 2. Kohli got out, probably in the loser match,
Probably. In all likelihood, they probably would.
It's not a big total, but the bowlers were bowling good. Pakistan was bowling good.
Yep.
So the man go out there and, he go out there and say, boy, I want to carry a ball for 4 or 6.
No.
Why we can't take 2s and 3s? Turn ball with a corner and take a,
No, man, because enough people in the Caribbean tell you that T20 is a 6-hitting game. The more 6s you lick, the more likely you are to win.
Right.
That them tell you, and I said to them, the more 3-pointers you score in a basketball, the more likely you are to win,
Right.
But are you telling me that 2-point shot not important and free throws not important?
Right.
That's a ridiculous argument, I'm sure if you go through the basketball stats now, the teams that wins the 3-point battle go and win a lot of basketball games. How does that make free throws not important? And regular 2-point shot not important?
We don't see every basketball player pulling up and attempting 3-pointers every time.
Their argument to me is to tell them that singles and twos important. Is that especially Chateau and those who we convinced that isn't it true that the team that hits the most boundaries win most games? It is true. And I'm sure if you go through basketball, the teams that scores the most 3-pointers shots will probably end up winning more than them losing. But does that mean free throws and 2-point shots are overrated? They are not.
But Arville, as you're right, let's say, when Bradstreet, when we won the World Cup, and Bradstreet, the 4-6s.
Yeah.
The man throw 4 balls for them bat. When they go there and bat, and the man throw ball for him bat, because the 6 years.
Yeah.
But when a man bowl a good ball to you, you don't attempt the same stroke.
That last game that we lost against Ireland, no boss. We were attempting to it. Every man we out was attempting to lick with the ball. They have no other way of scoring quickly.
Right.
Everybody out caught on the boundary.
Hey, I am from the days when you have man like Larry Gomez who can turn the ball and take 2s and 3s.
No, we don't have that skill because we think it's a T20 cricket player.
Well, these guys just disappoint.
Scotland and them side are better than we now because somewhere, either the coach never impressed upon them or the players just never buy into that something.
So hold on, people calling now for the coach. What about Kerry? He can step down or can resign before the voting time comes?
He can resign. Of course he can resign. But we leave. I don't.
I'll leave it alone, answer.
Well, him saying have a post-mortem, so make we see what come out of it.
I can get rid of the coaching staff and but this is very embarrassing. West Indies can't make it out of the final 12. Oh man.
And come dead last. It's not just you didn't qualify, Scotland are better than you.
Ireland, Scotland. Boy,
Ireland, from time to time can surprise some teams.
Right.
Which they have done in the past. But Scotland is supposed to beat you. I'll leave me a play.
Boy, oh boy. Jacob.
Leave it less than a progressive.
Yeah, but
all right. Dig up.
All right, Garvey.
Yeah, with me, Harvey.
Yeah, man.
Sit down.
Yes, Garvey.
Oh, go on.
Me there, my boy.
Check the Zealand temperature for me, Harvey.
What's wrong with him?
much wrong with him. I can't even watch poetry about Patrick Mahomes. So.
I mean, I talked about the man performance yesterday. It was impressive, my boss.
So the first to see him play like that.
I never said that, but he never impressed me last week.
So why you not? Okay, so which game before this didn't impress you?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
He never impressed you in a game and beat Josh Allen last year in a playoff.
That was the first round game.
No, it's second round, divisional round.
I don't remember the game.
Oh, he never impressed you 3 weeks ago when he cut off Tom Brady and put 41 points on the board against
struggling Buccaneers team, that my boss.
At the time when him do it, at the time when he did it, the Buccaneers were not struggling.
Oh,
they were the number one ranked defense in the NFL.
Okay.
Oh. Patrick Mahomes has consistently dismantled. The first time in his career he went up against a number one ranked defense was in his first year starting against the Rams. You remember that great game with the Chiefs and the Rams, and the Chiefs lost 51-48? And him chose 6 touchdowns against the great Rams defense with Aaron Donald and the whole of them.
I heard about it.
Remember that neither?
No, I never watched it. Yes, indeed.
So I'm going to put back this question now, Harvey, when I supposed to Zidane this morning. And he make a little answer and him run from that and a hide. So I'm catching for a year now. Zidane, who is the greatest active team sport athlete in the world today, right now?
But you going by what? Using what? Using
the
what?
The man who is the best at this sport today in the world. Team sport athlete.
Going based off what should I go by stuff?
Then what is your parameters? Now you
Messi.
So Messi is the best footballer in the world right now.
Yes.
If you say Messi, I play best football in the world right now.
No, but you see that's why I ask you, Garvey. You change.
I ask you, listen.
So you say must go by
who is the best team sport athlete performing presently in the world today?
Erling Haaland.
That's what you said this morning.
Erling Haaland. So hold on.
You change the answer to Messi now.
No, man, because you just tell me what is the one must use. You're talking about current form.
So why you did use this morning?
No, man. Garvey, hold on, Garvey, man. So my answer, you know, Erling Haaland. We take a break. We take a break. We're coming back.
Yes.
All right. Welcome back. Yes, Garvey.
All right. Zidane. You want to retract that answer?
No.
You don't want to retract it?
No, sir.
Arvin.
Yes.
You remember a couple weeks ago, Zidane on the same airwave, sit down and blurt out time and time again that the only reason Erling Haaland has become an alien on the football field is because of Pepsi.
I said no such thing, my boss.
What you say? What you say about it?
I said the reason why he's on a record-breaking tear is because of the system. I never said the only reason why he's doing this is because of the system.
No, okay.
Two
Zidane,
completely different things. Yes.
So Zidane.
Yes.
Would you say that Erling Haaland is a better football player than Kevin De Bruyne?
On current form?
Yeah.
Yes.
How is a better football player?
He's impacting the result far more than consistent than Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay, so hold on there. He has 20 goals in team, right?
More than that.
No, in the EPL, me I talk.
Oh, EPL only?
Right.
Yeah.
That's about just EPL, because I was looking at the stats over the weekend.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne have 9 assists. By far and away the most in the league. Just like him by far and away the most goals, Kevin De Bruyne have by far and away the most assists. And a large majority of them goals when him score come directly off assist by that.
So you're saying Kevin...
Even a couple weeks ago, me hear you talk on the radio say, as an overall football player, you would have said Kylian Mbappe over Erling Haaland.
But that's a different argument, though, my boss.
So hold on now.
You're asking me about on current form, my boss. So don't Kylian Mbappe point.
You mean current form?
But the Kylian Mbappe is you ask me, no, Garvey. Is you say, no, currently based on what me I say.
As Southie said before, right? Here is a man, right? Erling Haaland. He come in at the EPL and he scored 20 goals in a whatever game.
Which is unheard of, my boss.
But listen to this, Erling. On closer inspection of those stats. So if I am a layman, I mean here to Erling Haaland is the best football player. Me no want to watch him when he play against Brentford in Arville. Me want to watch him when he play against competition at equal level. You don't agree with that?
Ideally, yeah. In a general sense, yes.
If you are going to judge him to be on the highest standard, you must see him play against high standard defenders.
All right, so what is the point you're making? So
the biggest test where Erling Haaland get as a forward since he's been in the EPL was going up against Liverpool.
So tell me the other strikers who are performing.
What did he do against Liverpool?
All right.
And my point is this, Arvin. For him to say that Erling Haaland is a better team player, here I am telling you about Patrick Mahomes and telling you, say, Patrick Mahomes consistently dismantles. I don't mean like beat, you know.
But
dismantles number one defenses. And here is Erland Haaland. Go against the biggest step against a team with a defense and the man can't pass.
no, man, but here the dynamics change now. That's why I have to help you know with the analysis.
Help me.
Patrick Mahomes, the balls basically go to Patrick Mahomes every time. That's how NFL is. So he will be involved in the game far more often when he's playing high quality opponents.
Every quarterback
In the hold on, yes, but I'm saying to you in the context of football, because we're comparing across sport now, my boss. In the context of football, if Man City midfield is struggling badly, then Erling Haaland not gonna get as much ball as he would like to, my boss.
But Zidane,
which was the case in Liverpool.
Every quarterback in the NFL gets to hold the ball and every possession.
Yes, so you dictate what happens in the NFL, my boss.
But not all of them can do what Patrick Mahomes does when.
No, that is a difference. But I'm not comparing Mahomes to other quarterbacks. We are comparing Mahomes to Haaland.
No, Zidane, listen what me try to tell you. Has Erland Haaland won a Player of the Year award in any league?
You say on current form, Garvey.
Zidane.
If his overall is messing, if his overall is messing, my boss.
Let me say this to you, Arvil.
So you're all over the place.
Tyreek Hill in the off season, right, Arvil?
Yeah, I hear it.
The people them say with number one receiver, we offense is gonna go down, right, Arvil?
Yes.
Right now after 7 games.
No, man. In the interest of time, you are saying that
Kansas City Chiefs is leading.
you are saying Mahomes. No, man. In a nutshell, you are saying Mahomes has proven himself against higher caliber defenses than what Haaland is doing.
Without a doubt. Even
But no, fine, but we hear the point. But Zidane's argument that against that Haaland is also has to rely to a large extent on the service he's getting.
Yeah.
No, that's my argument, Arvil. Him step on current farm.
He has to rely on service on current farm as well, you know.
But when I try to tell you,
so counteract that argument, because is a good argument. That.
No, man, no, good argument. That.
It's not a good argument that a forward is only as good as the service he's getting.
Brother, listen up. There are forwards, like I was telling him today, a forward like Fat Man Ronaldo from Brazil is not a dependent forward.
But we're not comparing Fat Man to Haaland, no, man.
Listen up, this man have weaknesses in him game.
Every player have weaknesses.
Listen, Patrick Mahomes has no weaknesses, Zidane.
All right, Haaland are playing
Michael Jordan had no weaknesses.
Hear my last argument. Haaland is playing in a sport that you have to compete against far more human beings. So he has to do far more to be seen as the best footballer, as opposed to your man who's playing. He's playing against Americans only, my boss. Your boy play against Americans only. How got that?
The Americans in the NFL, Zidane.
He might play against Americans. It's a limited sport he might play. Haaland is taking on the world, my boss.
Are there only Americans in the NFL?
He might have to compete against far more strikers to be seen as the greatest.
Garvey, we have some others. Don't know convince each other.
None of that.
Him lose on the platform. That's why I run come around and come try something. You don't lose. Every man the car paid round. So.
All right, my boss.
All right.
Music, man.
Oh, it's music.
Yeah. So the last point I was making, listeners, for the intelligent people out there. So he might try to discredit Erling Haaland about when he play against one team. It's such an idiotic point. That's just one team. And so Erling Haaland is seen as the best footballer in the world in current form. He's competing against about more than 1,000 professionals, thousands of professional footballers. From all across the world. Africans, Asians, South Americans, people from our part of the world, all over, the very best of them. And Erland is seen as the most dominant. Patrick Mahomes is playing in an American sport. He's not competing against Africa. So more human beings try to become professional footballers, far more. So it is far more difficult, in my opinion, for you to be seen as the best footballer in the world than for you to be seen as the best quarterback in the world. That's my view.
All right, we'll move on. Economist?
Afternoon.
Boy, it has been a while, man. I thought you migrated or something.
No, as I tell you, I'm back in school.
Oh, yes, you did say it.
Yeah, because I have to make sure my signature can walk the talk 2040.
All right.
I will more and talk first about the cricket.
Yeah, man.
Would you classify West Indies cricket as minus cricket right now?
In the white ball version, yeah.
Oh, in the white ball version.
Yeah, in Test cricket we are, you
think Phil Simmons should go?
From the white ball team, yeah.
No, them should pay off Phil Simmons and let him go retire.
I would stick with him for the red ball team. Remember, we beat up England in the Caribbean the last Test series we played.
So it's one contract him have or two different contracts?
One contract, man. But me think the time has come for a split contract.
So then we are going to bring in a foreign coach to come coach West Indies. How that look there?
I never said anything about foreign coach.
Then we hear some expert that say foreign coach must come.
I never said that.
We now have no coach in the West Indies who can coach the West Indies.
I'm sure there are. But I never said nothing about foreign coach. But maybe the foreign coaches would probably drop some of the man more than some of the local man.
I hear you give out a list of criteria for Sportsman of the Year.
Mm.
This is, from when that criteria list?
Long time.
A long time.
Long time. That is the criteria.
That need to go bury over Riverton City.
I agree with you.
It doesn't have the Diamond League on it. And at the time when it was conceptualized, the Diamond League.
You ever hear about a jockey named Nari Cartoon, Andrew Ramjeet?
What about him?
Andrew Ramjeet is now an American millionaire. And he's now the most successful Jamaican jockey ever migrated and ride overseas. These sporting people, they look into the career of Andrew Ramjeet for this year.
No.
They don't do that.
It's not a career. It's not a career award.
No, for this year, 2022.
Tell us about him for this year, 2022.
Look here. I want to talk about the link up, so I'm going to tell you that tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
But you're a sportsman of the year based on the criteria, that the redundant criteria is again the sprinter.
Sharika is like here. It's based on
the man side. Yeah.
Oh.
Oblique Seville who come fourth in the World Championship or
what
the
has
hurdle.
he done since him come fourth in the World Championship?
Nothing really major. But there's a hurdle that won the command.
So them need to go look at the career of Andrew Ramjeet and a man called the Warrior Chief, Dean Nelson, what he's doing overseas against international competition in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Tell them to go send some journalists. Give some journalists
Is that
some work.
is that more international competition than finishing fourth at the World Championship?
Fourth at the World Championship. How much money you earn, boss?
You gone to money now.
You don't have to talk about money. You know, see inflation and cost of living. And 95% of Jamaican people now have no pension when them get out.
Not in the context of a performance-based award. Money is irrelevant.
Money is irrelevant in your world.
In a performance-based award.
Them not going to look how much money you earn.
Zidane, listen to this. The top 10 jockey in Jamaica today on local side. The top one earn over 6 million already, and the lowest one, the one at number 10, gone 2 million in earnings. Did you know that when our jockeys migrate overseas, our footballers on average earn more than them over there, but not in Jamaica here? Why do you think that is so?
I don't.
Because we don't put the money, the investment, in the football. We don't love foreign football. We don't link up.
Hold the line, Economist. Hold the line.
Yeah,
We'll take a break.
We have to talk about our sports now.
All right, we'll take the break. We're coming back.
Yeah.
All right, Economics, back with you. Economy?
Hello?
Gone. Economist is gone.
I'm not.
All right, let's move on to somebody else.
Who else do we have? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Old timer.
Yes, old time.
Now, the state or the sad state that West Indies cricket is now in, we are now at a new low. We are among millions. We came last.
Mm-hmm.
Now, look at the management. Management has to go. The captain was not ready for this job. He didn't have the experience. And the extra responsibility seems to have affected his batting. Because Poram is a very talented batsman. So I believe he should go, right? He should go. And I'm total agreement with the previous caller that Simmons should also go. Overall, Simmons has not been doing very well, you know.
I think he has done okay with the test team, man. Not killing me with the test team.
But no, with the test team, you know, under him we lost to New Zealand, we lost to South Africa, and we lost to Sri Lanka.
Yeah, but he also beat Bangladesh in Bangladesh. He beat England here, and we also had a drawn series with Sri Lanka as well. You sure we'd lost that series?
No. We had a drawn series with Pakistan out here.
Right, winning one of the test matches at Sabana and losing the other. So we draw against Pakistan out here, who is a higher ranked team now. We beat England, who is also a higher ranked team now. We go down to Bangladesh and do what many West Indian teams couldn't do, which is beat Bangladesh down at Bangladesh.
Well, they are below us. But they are,
so you can't sign it purely on the basis of his red ball cricket. You wouldn't run him, especially knowing the last series we beat
to write to him about, you know. But going out to the white ball.
But the white ball is a joke.
No, the 20 over World Cup before this one, we came last.
Yeah.
And this time now we could make it.
And in the last one-day tournament that we did as well, we were that's probably our worst one-day performance.
Worst one-day performance, the 50 over.
Yeah. So
he was the coach.
Yeah.
So when you look at it, he should go. And the mistakes that Poram made in starting with Mays a number of times. Now, where was the coach in all of this?
Good question.
He was allowed to go on making these mistakes. Where is the coach?
Very good question.
Maybe the coach didn't think it was a mistake.
Well, you know that he was fired by the Afghanistan cricket authorities.
Simmons?
Simmons, oh yes.
He was?
He was. Well, check that out. So it means he came into this job.
I can't remember Simmons being fired from Afghanistan.
I don't remember firing.
You can check it out. Yeah. And then he was fired by the previous president.
Yes.
And this new president, there was a man there who was doing very well, and he just fired the man and brought back Simmons.
Yeah, man.
Well, he did that person did well in one series.
He man beat England here and was.
But no, because they said he was doing very well.
Yes.
So it was a consistent thing. It's just one series he did well in once.
Well, you see, he started well.
He started,
so you should fire him.
Yes, better. Yeah.
Right. Now, I've heard the name Cornwall. But can Cornwall pass a fitness test?
Not the conventional fitness test for sure.
So how are you going to get on the side, sir?
He passed fitness test for test cricket, isn't
it? No, man, this is white ball cricket now.
Oh. Well, is that a different test for the white ball?
I'm not sure, you know.
Yeah, it's a good question that, you know, for all time, right?
Yeah. Listen, man.
I think if he's going to come in, them going to have to make some exceptions to the fitness.
No, you can't make exception in cricket, man. You must have a standard.
But I'm telling you, West Indies do make exceptions for him in the test match arena.
Well, because he can't pass the fitness test anywhere. So the exception had to be made. Yeah. So
even at the CPL level, I'm sure if they make allowances for him as well.
No, man, listen to me.
Now, if you're saying that they shouldn't, that's a different argument, you know. But I'm saying that they already have in test cricket.
But when you set out the field or spread out the field, you're not having any slips now. Where are you going to put Cornwall?
Short cover, short mid-wicket.
Short mid-wicket, but when him have to move fast to cut off a ball, huh?
You have man in the deep.
Right or to his left.
You have man in the deep.
And covering behind him.
Yeah. You have man a long on and deep mid-wicket.
Oh, he's clearly what in cricket call a one boundary. And all the opponents will do now is target him.
Really?
I don't know. He will always get a single for when he's here.
You watch Cornwall in the CPL? You've been watching him over the years?
He's always standing up in slips.
No, man. No. He doesn't. He's not always in the slips.
Well, I haven't seen him anywhere else but in the slips.
No, man. In half of the times, there's no slip in CPL. And I'm saying he's on the field and it's not like the opposition targeting him to run. No. I'm saying that
he's not. Run hard?
No, man. That's not what I'm saying. Yes, that he'll be targeted.
Yes, but.
And I'm saying when he's playing CPL and international batsmen make up half the teams, or international players, he's not targeted. Them bat normal like how them other bat normally. If them hit it to him, when him not going to sprint round and run out nobody. But by and large, he's not as big a liability as it sounds.
No, but if he's so limited, how are you going to play him? You can't play a person like that.
Well, no, might get a surprise for that test series. You don't go Australia. No, I say no more.
No, I believe. Listen.
No, the test is okay for the test.
Look here. Look, if maybe the Australians, the Australians said to the West Indies some years ago, if you are not sending Laura, do not send a team. If Laura isn't coming, don't send a team. Now, this time, the Australians may say, look, if you're sending a person like that, a player like Cornwall, don't bother sending a team. This is, I believe, what the Australians like good cricket,
They do. We're not going to beat Australia with or without Cornwall.
But we will still a bit more competitive,
All right.
All right, old timer.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself.
Bye.
Who we got to know? Foss? I saw Foss flashing there. Foss.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, how are you?
How are you, Fat?
Well, I'm good. I'm good. Ovid,
Yeah.
let's have an intellectual discussion.
I will try.
Forget Cornwall's side. Is Cornwall good as a cricketer? Forget his side.
Relative to West Indian standards?
Yeah.
Yes.
But have you or anybody else ever sat down with Cornwall to try to ascertain whether Cornwall's weight is a problem where he cannot?
I'm sure others have talked to him about it. I haven't.
Wouldn't he be an asset if his weight was dealt with?
Would it make him a better cricketer? I would think.
Yeah.
So
why we don't go there? Why whatever? Because
But they have tried,
they have,
Yes.
Yeah,
Put him on program and all them things, man.
and it don't work out.
Well, he's not getting any smaller to me.
Yeah.
But already, I subscribe to your view, and I understand where you are at. Lord God. I mean, just I understand where you are at. You say, Orville,
Which is where?
with Cornwall, and the run rate, and the fact that the singles problem, but the fact that everybody within the West Indies is not able to.
He's still going to score faster than Johnson Charles.
Yeah.
Although
I
Johnson
understand.
Charles is a better runner of singles than him.
Good, I
He's going to
understand,
score
and
faster
I
than
agree with you.
most of these in the current squad. So when
I agree with you.
when a man said, then why are you advocating for Cornwall, but you're also advocating for singles? It's such an non-argument.
Although I disagree with the Cornwall thing. It's two separate arguments.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Orville. But Orville, let's again go intellectually.
Yeah.
Isn't it really the way thing that he's not gonna get in? Because the truth be told, many results are sometimes just one bad feel. We're not saying that the other cricketers don't feel bad. But you almost
Here's what you ask yourself with Cornwall. He's a liability in the field. We can't go around that. He's not going to sprint around and run out no whole heap of people. He's easily one of the safest hands that we have, though. So when you lick the ball to him catchable, you go out more often than not. But he's a liability in the field. The question is, does his explosive batting at the top, plus his ability to bowl you some overs, compensate for that liability? My response to that is yes.
and obviously the selectors don't subscribe to that.
Fine. No, it's not only the selectors. A whole heap of people don't think so, you know.
First, you know why I believe that he would get into the test? You see, in the 4-day tournament, he separate himself from the other spinners over a period of time. You see, in the CPL, while you could say he's better than some, it's slightly. So they're not going to pick him based on slightly. He must separate himself as well. That's the difference. I think that is the difference in the selector's mind.
But Orville, you have done well by man.
Hold
the line.
Hold the line. We're coming back.
We'll take a break. We're coming back.
Our first, back with you.
Hello?
Yeah, man, we're back with you.
Yeah. Orville,
Yeah.
use your influence, man, and say it are influence Cornwall. Do that.
Mm-hmm.
Do that.
Yes.
You're really disingenuous. You said that the Champions League is the highest level of football.
Yes.
But yet you create a significant gulf between the pitch agree.
Between what?
Pep and Klopp.
Yeah.
Let's agree that you're right. Yes, in the last 5 years, Manchester City has won the EPL 4 times. Liverpool won. But every time Manchester has won, Liverpool has been fairly close behind. And the time when Liverpool won, there was a goal between Manchester City and Liverpool. Yet, in the highest level of football, for the last 5 years, Klopp has been at the finals 3 times and has won it once. And again, Pep being at the finals once and has exited the quarterfinals.
Yeah, but I don't look at it like you.
So how you look at it?
No, because
no,
hold on, as the expert, my boss. I can't just look at the results, my boss, and say X coach is better than Y coach. I have to look at how the game went, tactically what they did, and who was at fault for the elimination.
But yes.
So,
you don't look at
like for example, last year against Bayern Munich, not Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, I thought Pep was excellent tactically, my boss, and the players them dashed the football game.
Okay, no problem.
Yes.
You don't look at the results, you know. Yes,
no, I don't look at the results only.
If the big side beats you, the fact that you win the trophy is all that matters.
No, man, I don't look at the results only. While it's the main thing.
But it's a significant.
Yeah, man, it's the main thing, but it's the main thing, but it's not the only thing. And Pep is the greatest career-wise. Clapman a career. In career, hold on, my boss.
No problem with that.
But I'm saying the last 5 years is irrelevant in the GOAT conversation because the GOAT is about what you did do for your career. And Klopp resume and stand up to that, my boss. No, listen.
I have no problem with that.
So what bringing up the last 5 years on Champions League really is not a great point for us.
It's not, but listen to what I'm saying. You listen to my point.
Because if you ask me if it's close between the two over the last 5 years, I would agree.
Allow me to talk. But when you are talking, you show a significant growth between the two.
In terms of their career, Foss. But in terms of the last 5 years, if someone asks me, I would say yes, it's close between the two over the last 5 years.
Yeah, but the things you talk about Klopp is what is current. I'm that this and because of that.
Career, I'm looking at his career in comparison to Pep Guardiola's career.
But you don't talk that way when you're talking.
All right, my Liverpool. All right, my Liverpool fan. Nottingham Forest sort you out, my boss.
No, Liverpool and my friend.
Well, Nottingham Forest sort out, my boss.
I just trying to bore all in your.
He was inefficient tactically and it's a regular occurrence for him against a small team. Big up yourself.
All right, Foss.
Yeah, man.
All right, move on. Omar.
Did I just hear Zidane watches correctly?
Yes.
So Arvin?
Yes.
So that point that I made the other day was so bramble, don't it?
Yes.
Yes, man. Nonsensical point.
Nonsensical?
Yes.
And I overheard Zidane say, I hope so.
No, man, you never overheard, man.
Yes, man, I overheard him on the program. You were going offline. I'm here, sir.
Oh.
You beat Arsenal and you have to play Nottingham Forest. So make we say Bramley point be because in your head Liverpool was going to beat Nottingham Forest, right?
Yes. They should have.
Oh, they should have.
Yes.
So the argument that they should have.
Then the man should have beat up Nottingham Forest, man, him can't play football, my boss.
So that means some point can't that Bramble Zidane, man.
What do you mean?
That means my problem, my point makes sense.
No, you see, if you say Liverpool has a tendency to lose too many games to small teams,
yes,
that would be a different argument.
Yes.
You know?
No, but that's the same argument, Harvey.
No, man. No. To say that their system is designed to do better against
that is where you fall into the problem.
You're the one. Oh, sorry, God, doctor, English language, the point.
But I've said, what have you just said? I've said that that the main reason why they have won only once is because too often in crucial stage of the season, them drop points to team that they shouldn't drop points to.
Yeah.
And you see it, and I was carrying you right there.
But it's not because of tactics. It's not because of the system.
My brother, no one way club player.
Hey, Liverpool gonna one team 9 love this season, my boss.
Bournemouth, my boss.
Yes, it's a small team. Liverpool never give no big side 9 love yet. Omar.
My boss, because Bournemouth was trying to play open football, my boss. And you know this, Zidane.
So you're saying to me, my boss, of all the top managers in the history of football, Klopp is the worst.
Michel is a madman as a Liverpool man.
Oh, boy. Then if you talk that long time. Well, Omar, if you say that long time, you ain't a war on the radio.
No, but we say that long time because how comes a man? Maybe it's the same like how
you know that.
Physio come after and say, I am not a Liverpool man. And regular me get that Zidane. I got to kick out a Liverpool group for Klopp choosing Divock Origi over Daniel Sturridge.
But the question that was it Physio that was giving the stats?
No, it's somewhat dismissed.
No. But here's the question I want to ask you. Over the last 5 years,
yes,
against bottom 6 teams and top 6 teams, so the teams were finished 14 to 20th in the league, and the team were finished 1 to 6 in the league. Where does Klopp get more points from over in 5 years?
Bottom 6.
Well, you call Arvin, I don't think you do it right. I don't think
that's the best way for doing
best way per season. What does he do?
What does he do against the worst teams? The 6 bottom teams do against the 6 best teams.
So no, I understand where the misconception there, Arvin.
Yes.
It is not the bottom place as in the team where they are 20 and 19, so to speak. Would I call the not so good team, the team that were from probably about 9 to 20.
No man, but the worst of those would be 14 to 20, eh?
Yeah, but all right. So if we ever go by no.
So you're saying that Klopp has his system is not designed to beat small teams. To test that theory, you have to go to the smallest of the small teams.
Yes.
Which is teams that finished 14 to 20.
Omar is the weakest. Omar is the weakest teams then party bus, my boss.
Lies with that man.
So is your argument teams? Is your argument weak teams, or is your argument teams that play a certain way? Because I'm confused now.
All right. So technically then, Arvin. So that I realize the English language, be real the point.
Oh, so it's not the small teams.
It's a team them will play a particular way.
Whether them small or them big.
Yeah.
Whether those teams are small or big.
But we know most of the small teams are part of the bus, my boss.
No, well, if you say that now, that.
I have heard Klopp come out playing against Atletico Madrid, and he cussed in his press conference that he did not express believe that Atletico Madrid should have come part of the bus because them have
Pepper's done that. Pepper's done that as well, and Arsene Wenger used to do it in the past.
As when I say Zidane, no chance for the real.
Not the real in your point, my boss.
Is Atletico Madrid a big team, Arvin?
Yeah, man.
Three of the big team.
Yeah.
With Koke and some Wally Park, good name.
Yeah. Atletico Madrid up the man.
And Klopp was
decent
upset.
Team.
Klopp is upset because of them system, boss. Because them don't play attacking.
All the top teams face that, my boss. So if you're saying Pep doesn't do well, Klopp doesn't do well when teams play like that, you're saying Klopp is a fool, my boss. You don't understand.
But Zidane, that is factual.
And that is a joke argument, my boss.
No, we're all right. So
because my boss, you're going to play far more teams like Atletico Madrid when you face Liverpool than when City play against them. And Klopp has gone to hold on, my boss, man. Klopp has gone to 3 finals in the last 5 years, my boss. So
3 Champions League finals.
Me no buy that argument, brother.
3 Champions League finals.
Yes.
And how much Premier League Klopp have
a lot of the teams that face Klopp, my boss, play the way Atletico Madrid plays, except even Real Madrid was playing a low block in the Champions League final against the Man.
And they beat Liverpool 1-0.
No, but I'm saying to you, Liverpool has gone to 3 Champions League final while Man City has not.
While Man City has not?
Yes, so you can't me no rate Klopp like Omar rate Pep, but you can't bramble the man, so my boss. You're not being fair.
But are the facts?
No, my boss, you're wrong on this.
So Zidane, don't think that Liverpool lost a combine of 3 games in 2 seasons where them lose the title. A combine of 3 games them lose in a 2 seasons.
Okay, they're making a point that is contradicting your point.
No!
So the man not really losing the games at all, my boss. It's just that at some crucial moments, him drop some points, so him should not. It's not a consistent thing, my boss. Your argument is solid.
So who is it should not?
Yes, my thing is, when Liverpool loses against these small teams, when it does happen occasionally, we make a big show out of it without realizing the amount of times he wins against these same
small teams.
You don't get to score 90 odd points in a season by constantly losing to small teams.
Or dropping points to small teams.
Or dropping points. I beat up enough for the time.
Yes.
But guess what? Every now and again, a small team pull off a victory and we say, see there, him can't play against small teams. How do you score 90 odd points without doing well against small teams? And a 15, well,
Well, 1 year he got the record for the second most. I think the second most points in Premier League.
We never win.
Yeah, he never won.
So he must have had to do one whole heap of thing against the small teams. Them too.
And so that means he might do even better against the big team, them Harville, that's the point.
That's
the point to them about.
My point is, when he loses or drops point against a big team, I don't hear, we don't magnify it as much. And that is why I want you to do the research, or some other persons who have
No,
that view.
I said it to them.
Tell me what is his points accumulation from teams. If you want to go there from teams 10 to 20 and from teams 1 to 10. Now, if you can do that and say he scores more points with teams from 1 to 10 than he does from 11 to 20, then you have an argument.
So, but I can tell her, yes, from 11 to 20.
Yes, and from 1 to 10. Since you don't want me to go 14 to 20. Tell me how many points over the last 5 years he has acquired against the teams that finished in the top half of the league, and the points is acquired for teams in the bottom.
Because the 2 seasons now, I can't tell the teams that want to drop points against them.
No, man, tell me the accumulate. You remember yourself, man, before we move on. The accumulation of points,
right,
against bottom 10 and top 10 over his 5-year career at Liverpool.
Okay.
And if when you come back with that, you can say, see there, against top 10 teams, he does far better than he does against bottom 10 teams. You win the argument.
So did you say earlier that the bottom 20 team is the position you were at when the
No, man, I was saying 14 to 20, you know, but you said no, it's not just that. So I'm willing to give you a top half, bottom half.
All right, my boy.
Come with that research, and if you prove that Klopp does better against the top 10 teams every year than accumulatively over 5 years, then you kill all the way in the yard.
Yes.
All right? No. Give me the
Premier
league
League
first. Give me the league.
And then we go to Champions League.
Then, yeah.
No, so
well, kill
it. That's not possible.
National first, come make the point, my boss. Don't worry, sir. But we're going to link up again.
All right, good.
All right, Omar, big up. I will take another break. We're coming back. All right, welcome back. And we go to Sav Man.
Sav Man?
You hear me, Zidane?
Yes, we are.
You remember I made 2 predictions the other day?
Remind me.
I said that West Indies would have won the World Cup.
If they had made it to the 12?
Yes, and England will win the football.
Yes.
All right. I want to talk to Harville a little.
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Harville.
Yes.
Which team has been bowled up for the lowest score since the World Cup started?
Which team has been bowled up for the lowest score? I don't remember. Who?
Sound like Australia.
Oh, how much Australia make?
101 little brush.
Against New Zealand?
Yeah, New Zealand made 200, bat first.
Oh, okay.
Now, did you read Ricky Ponting comments about the West Indies?
Yes, man. He said he used the word. He says that we should be doing much better.
I don't hear come out since Australia gets beaten so bad.
Huh?
Since Australia was beaten so bad, I don't hear him come out and say anything.
Yeah, man, but Australia is in the World Cup. If West Indies were in the World Cup, he was expressing his disappointment at us not getting to the main 12, you know. Because chances are, if you're in the 12, you will lose games here and there. But he was saying that with the talent that we have at our disposal, there's no way we should not make it to the top 12. That was the point he was making, and I agree with it.
Remember when Kenya beat West Indies?
1996, I remember well.
Okay, West Indies is a team that known to get them kind of obsessed. But we always rally back and win another World Cup after that.
No, man, it's 2 World Cup we ever win, you know. And are the 2 first one where we play.
No, so we are called T20 World Cup, no World Cup.
Oh, T20 World Cup. Oh, well, we never win after 2016.
Yeah, but me I tell you.
So we are going to win back one?
Yeah.
I can tell you not with how we play right now.
No, Harville, man, you always do that for a long time. Anytime a team West Indies lose, that's the things you come and say.
No, man, I'm saying that before West Indies started losing as badly in T20
I heard what you said.
I was among those who said this kind of method is not going to work. So what you want me to say now that it is proving that it's not working?
What kind of method?
Our overemphasis on 6 hitting.
No, not in this World Cup. I see the guy them chair for run singles, Harville. You watch the last game?
I am saying the last game, every single batsman was out trying to hit 6s. That it makes my point.
Criticize 6s after looking at T20. if me want to coach my boss man, I have to lick 6 hours.
Tell me what part did I say that we shouldn't hit sixes? Why are you all misrepresenting what I'm saying?
Anyway, I mean, I really want to dwell upon that.
You can't play T20 and a lick 6, but my thing is, do you have other strings up your bow? We don't.
Listen, man, T20 is just a game. You go out there, you have to lick 6s to try to get some score on the board. If you don't, that's just it. You feel
yeah, I know. When I say you have to lick 6s, like I disagree with you.
Whether I disagree or not,
but at least understand for me argument, no man. Before you say you must lick 6 and 4 in a T20. You know? You watch Kohli innings the other day.
That I want to touch on now. You mean the Pakistan game?
Yeah.
He batted good enough, but I thought Pakistan gave away the game.
No. You watch how he batted for the first half of his innings.
Yeah, but I don't let them kind of batting in the half. He's a Chris Gayle type of man. You're not going to tell me how to love my sport, no, brother.
But you can't love it like that. All right. You can't love it.
You don't tell me. I don't let them the kind of batting there. I tell cricket batting them there. Nobody now pack up one stadium to come see about them kind of game.
Nobody packs up stadiums to watch
Virat Kohli bat. Because Kohli kind of have like a variation. Sometimes him get off, sometimes him play flat. But
Kohli is the one who shows you.
My type of batting.
Well,
that's something you love it.
All right, but we can't quarrel with what you love.
Yeah,
all right, now to your coach, Mr. Tomlinson.
Yes.
If you play dirty games, you get dirty results. Or if you play bad games, you get bad results.
What happened now?
The field was not prepared for the Petersfield William Nib game. And the chairman of the competition, Mr. Linville Wright, he was there. He is the principal of William Nib. The field never cut. And from I go to the game, the Petersfield coach complained the grass was high.
Yes. But he himself said that the field never ready for that game now, you know.
Yeah? Why the field never ready?
Why it never ready? Him say it remember, well, he said that the field was, the last time it was prepared was 2 weeks before that or something. But he said he could have gotten it ready in time for tomorrow's game.
Them man in no place in a schoolboy football. It's the same when him come out and complain about this and that about Mannings now, three coach Mannings. He needs to come out and talk about the parish football too.
Yeah, man, but we want you to judge him for what he's saying now, not for the things in a historical context. Do you think he's being unreasonable right now?
Yeah.
All right. He says that as zone winners, he's not getting the advantage to play at home. Or not even at home, but not even in his parish.
No man is have a good record assets and plus the service assets allow you.
No man, but that's a different argument.
This man have no place in a schoolboy football, brother.
Based on what?
Yeah, no man he's a parish president. I don't think he's the only parish president that's coaching in the schoolboy football right now.
So what if he coaches though? I not get
what?
It.
What?
I don't. You have a problem with the president of the parish coaching a high school team?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think it really. Them people are always old people, you know.
The man take man into the D Cup final last year.
For the first time in their history.
Why would he have a problem?
So when I talk about that, you know why you got this because you don't know nothing. He came there. He got the job. Somewhere in September. The league start the 4th of November. How could he prepare a team in a 1 month time? Just say that.
It was not. Everton was the coach when we went to the final.
Listen, let me say to you again.
He got the job in September.
Got the job in September.
So wasn't he there to see? Wasn't he there before COVID?
Somebody else was coaching the team before him.
So he wasn't there before COVID?
No.
Oh.
So is the same? Is when the season start? Him came on.
Let's double check. Let's double check.
I can't find out right now. I just want to find out what.
This is what he's saying.
Staff, so if a man want to come,
oh, you were part of the coaching staff.
Yes.
So September gone was when he started with the team.
No, last September.
Yes, and the team started preparing from June.
Last September.
Yeah, when they went to the finals, he's saying he came there in September.
He came there in September.
And the league started in November.
So Everton deserves no credit for take man into the final. That's what you're saying.
You see, you know, you don't. If I media say that, you don't tell me say me a reason fool.
No, I'm asking. All right, what credit do you give him to get us to the final?
I give him some, but not all.
Maybe very few coaches get all the credit.
One the assistant coach Treadway. Where he is today? When nobody talk about him, Gary Spence.
Me know Treadway well, you know.
Well, you need to call him and ask him what really go down why him not there again.
I have heard things, but I don't know what I want to talk about.
Yeah, that man had no place in a schoolboy football. Remember me tell you that.
All right, boss man.
All right.
Caller.
Yeah.
Leave your number with the producer. You hear my boss? Former assistant.
Leave it already, man.
You leave it already?
Yeah.
All right, former assistant.
All right, boy, the man are not ever hard or something.
No, the other thing is more interesting for me. All right. Street youth.
No, man, a shipping port, my name, man.
Oh, shipping port.
What's up?
Sorry about that shipping.
Yeah, man, big up on yourself, you know?
Yeah.
But low Everton, boy, I don't want to get another, but for a man bring a team to the final and them have a very good team this year. So, I big him up, see him.
The Sav Man sound like...
I don't know the reason
him
behind
sound like him have a lot to say, actually.
Yeah, sound like him know some things. So, I don't know, so I'm not getting there. But just as it depends on the issue there. Manning's man, I don't know if you listen to the program no more, you don't call it no more. But if not, the connection of Manning's man, which you don't know on yourself out there. Manning's man know to them. Manning's number tells them, Manning's man, you need to feature that youth upon your program. Dangerous baller. Those name again, Rodney. When if I'm related to your Rodney baller,
the great Sean Rodney from my time.
You better than Rodney still. You better than fear Rodney still.
How would you know that?
Better than fear Rodney more.
You watch Sean Rodney play?
Nobody don't know about fear Rodney. You say a good youth still. No, just jokingly saying. But
no, but and Sean and him would have played two different positions as well. One thing I can tell you.
You don't have to play the same position for better than a player.
But one thing I can tell you. I'm not going to tell you who better. Although I think Sean better. But if you're asking me which one was more important to the Manning scars, I can tell you that was Sean Rodney.
Yeah, and Sean, because them time that the team never good. Now the team have chance to win a title.
No, but I am saying they look good. They look good where we used to good. A one man is one man keep. Hey, me tell people all the while, you know, the 5 years of Manning is a team in a my zone win the cup, you know. When I know Rossies, I can't.
But the team will win. Where your team was your team competitive back then?
Me I tell you, so when Rossies I play, we are one love, we are get big man. And the reason why we don't get 12, Ashan.
Manning's man, you need to feature a youth. I think a Devante Rodney.
Yeah, man, Devante Rodney.
Yeah, man.
But I understand his Rossi. I understand his Rossies we get him from, you know.
Rossies didn't come. Well, I'm not telling you, Rossies are youth.
Some here says his Rossies we get him from. So but he could very well be a Savla or a Westmoreland man who went to Rossi. So it I mean is a necessarily is a Hanover man.
Oh, Mathews.
Yes, sir.
We come on a program and blast VAR. You know, me still have a blast VAR. I watch Bournemouth and West Ham. You see the West Ham goal?
I'm not watching it again.
And VAR got involved. Clear handball. The West Ham player used him 2 and from a corner and played the ball towards the goal and it led to a goal. And VAR, even the panel have beat VAR, so they've never seen nothing like this before. VAR visited the thing and allowed the goal. Madness, man. I don't rate VAR. I tell him I never rate VAR from the inception, and I'm still against VAR. But today,
yes,
I'm not going to race last man come talk about race last today. I want to Atomica fans and followers.
What go on? You get beat up?
Remember me telling you, say, me had a race last genius on the program, man. Atomica, and as I said Friday, Atomica time will come, but you have to wait our time. Here's someone that says again, she's a man-eater. She's a man-eater, is a killer, not a player. And this art, and you know, I'm going to beat some people from some radio station where I read sport. Because I don't know who write the thing, the script for them read the sport. But me, them bring up Atomica thing. I heard it, I think, Saturday and Friday. Female, I get a female line because she do football. So Mary said this will be a warm-up for the December 3. Oh, if it be a warm-up when you don't beat nobody yet. This is a test and not a warm-up. So female out there, anybody more than them tell you. I know about right now.
Hold the line, shipping port. We'll give you a couple of minutes after the break. We're coming back.
All right, we're back.
The shipping port, yes.
Yeah, my boss. And I think you see in a sport, Zidane, we can't make an adrenaline rush skyrocket with excitement level. And I think that's a lot of people with this ass. Atomica is a big ass, you know, but we must know, say, Atomica have some bigger asses. She not run against nobody yet, and these are the best asses against the country she run against Saturday. So leading up to the race, she had run a race which she won before, which was about open allowance, which is 1 grade below. But the open allowance them should be, they not open an overnight task and push up the center bread until she beat them out of class. Everybody gets excited, showing a fast time. But remember what I told you guys about pace. So when it comes to pace and the stepping up in the class and the better asses, the pace will cripple you.
That is an argument that I'll never yet understand.
I teach you too about racehorse and what they need for learn can grab on a book and pen.
What does pace mean? Help me again.
Huh?
What does pace mean?
Pace?
Yeah.
In a racehorse, the pace depends on how the horse takes the split, and it depends on the certain type of class. Because you have horse racing come like as I told you before, in athletics you have bug runner, and it goes by class. They say
based on what I've heard, and you are not the only so-called horseman will tell me them thing. Say a horse that me mean turf fight. So but a horse can run. What, 136?
A fast time when him go up in a class.
But him go up in a class and all of a sudden can't run that time there again?
Based on how the pace is dictated. And the jockey forget some being to cause. When the jockey broke the ass, my winner for that race, was Jordan Rain. I picked Jordan Rain. But the jockey Anatomica came right 3 paces across, 3 lanes across, and bunks. When Jordan Rain was making his move, came right across and bunks Jordan Rain in the rail. And after that, the jockey me think them will take him down for the next race. Them good if them keep him up in the film right there, because them will beat him. But pace him step up in a class, him buck pace, and me think this is a test to make them know. Next year as a 4-year-old, she will have a successful 4-year-old career. But for the big race coming up in December, the December 3rd, big race.
Yeah.
I think it's 21 million up for grab. In another race there, here comes more horses as in another race there. I think we have a full field, better horses, more pace for her. Which this horse cannot run under pressure. The horse cannot run the horse in front of her. She cannot outpace the master. So she has to just wait her turn. So next year, Atomica, you can come rule came on a spot. But for this year, keep in your lane.
All right, boss.
Atomica followers them. Don't beat her up and kill her off and done her career, even though I know Una put her out there.
All right.
Big up yourself. Tomorrow, I have a special phone tomorrow.
All right, my boss.
Big up.
Boy, vintage.
All right.
Second
selection.
Yeah, man. I get. I hear from I grade.
Him call one. Well, I don't know what is happening.
All right, that first class win yesterday, I agree. Big up yourself. 1 year from your general, and the man them out there when I call. So.
All right.
Andre, the cricket god, and them man. Big up yourself.
All right. Dreaming color. We got a rocker. Rocker?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Rocker.
We're there here, man. Arville.
Yes.
I think this horse racing thing might be, I don't want to use best explain, but it's like how you have an athlete, let me use Lataya Goal, and in the prelims or the qualifying rounds, when you don't have like some of the real fast people in her heat, she will win and come in second and so forth.
No, man, we're talking about times.
No, man, but me say it first now. And then when you reach the finals now, with all the fast people, then the first lap is maybe like 50 seconds. But before, in all the other rounds, the first lap would be like 51, 52.
Right.
So it's as if now, based on the pace of these persons, she's forced to go with the pace, because there's a fear that if you hold off, then you might not be able to catch up.
Fear.
So I don't know if that is the same principle regarding the horses.
But that would be now a jockey issue.
There you go.
Yeah, it would be a jockey issue, Zidane, but also it can be linked to perhaps the capacity of
and I am saying, if I know that, and the thing is, it's difficult to judge. But if I'm an 800-meter runner,
yeah,
when you're running 800-meter race, you know what you should know.
Yeah.
What pace gets the best out of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, makes sense. You blow up and follow the field, my boss, and then blow up. Let's say let's say the very best time you want to run is whatever 1:48. And during training, repeatedly over and over, you will say, all right, 1:48 is your PR. Let's say you want the 1:46.
Yeah.
And you know, so in order to do that, this is the pace you're going to run to block your personal record. And you will see a man gallop out of the block, and what you do, you go with him. You have to work with your own pace to get the best of your own self.
That's why it is somewhat to the jockey, and then I don't know.
So in horse racing now, because in track and field, you make that decision there how hard you go. In horse racing, largely the jockey can determine when am I going to let you fly as opposed to hold your back? So this
But-
thing
but-
about pace being too much for the horse, I'm not so sure I get it. I could more understand the concept in track and field and horse racing.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to realize that but the reality is, Zidane, you have horses that are faster than others. So, in essence, it might very well mean that the quick sprint from Arville being a horse versus Zidane, Zidane is faster, Arville is faster. So, for the simple milliseconds, then maybe they don't have that confidence. Not my substantive point. So let me move on.
All right, hold on.
Hold on,
We'll
we'll take the break. We're coming.
Okay.
All right, Rocker.
Yeah. Arville.
Yeah, man.
I heard you saying certain things, which I can link to a point that I was arguing maybe 2 years ago. You remember when I was most frustrated with the lack of rotation of the strike, and I was positing that the perhaps West Indies should have a competition wherein 6 for 6 you get 1 run, and you have to either get your singles or fours only. And you said, no, that can't work for big men. But right now, it would be better for us to have tried that approach. Even if we were to be knocked out of the World Cup just the same, I think I would have felt a little bit better. Because I went into the streets Thursday night, came home to watch the game, and Arville, I wanted to sleep, and sleep went away from me. Not because I was so happy, but sadness caused sleep to leave me. I could not believe what I was seeing.
The last game? The Ireland game?
The knockout game. And when I look at it, I have to wonder. Is almost as if after 3 overs we were clueless as to any mitigating or steps to take to perhaps slow the scoring rate.
When we were bowling?
Yeah.
Okay.
And even when we were batting, even for Ravman Powell, the spinner was putting the balls outside half stump. Sometimes, and you see on the Australian wicket what I saw, with the spinners, the balls it's bouncing more. And the man them just a swipe. Not even a calculative approach to say, all right, let me see if I can go back foot and cut, or something on Zidane. The man them just a swing them bat. Miss the ball, the singles, no single, they duck that ball them pile up. Man, I think perhaps what we need to institute in our region to help the players, even though we play in T20 same way, you cannot get any sixes until you reach halfway.
No,
so
man, that not going up at that level. You really want them kind of things that are younger.
You know, say it's big. Arville,
you really can't have CPL without
young.
sixes.
I know you must be at least 40. If you implement it now, maybe you're dead before you see any improvement.
No, man, I'm saying when
spectators.
Remember at the big level, spectators going to come in. And one of the things that spectators come
in anyway.
No, man, when CPL play the place.
Me not talking CPL, Arville. You limiting it to the big money dance. I'm not putting it at that level. I'm saying we can play domestic tournaments, or even better yet for Jamaica or the Caribbean countries respectively. Play domestic tournaments wherein you don't allow for sixes and so forth until halfway. When you have the last 10, we having a real problem.
All right, sir. Listen, anything right now, me willing for work with. So I'm not rambling out your suggestion. I just don't know if it's practical at the senior level and whether that should be incorporated at the
But the senior man, not good enough. You see how long me acquired upon this program say Jamaica not produce no good cricketer? Because me no business with Barbados, you know, and Trinidad.
Any suggestion now that can help if you understand so we can't play cricket one way, I'd welcome. So we could leave it as on a rocker.
All right, sir.
Yeah, man. All right, Street Youth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Arville.
Yeah, Wagwan.
The man, Chris Williams.
Yeah.
You know if the man ever kick a ball yet?
I'm not sure. Chris Williams have the PFJL.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what kind of football levels he have in terms of play.
And I want a better president to ever have for that.
For the PFJL?
Yeah.
But the PFGL is a fairly new body, you know.
Yeah, but it's different from the one that Siaga used to run.
Yeah, man.
In other words, man, same thing I Bill.
I hear you.
Yeah, man. It's similar. Very similar.
They end up change it up. But I think a FIFA they make them change the way how it run or something like that. That's where I go.
All right, the point here I make is that Mr. Williams are do well. What else you want to say?
No, I never that alone, man. No, because when time the man said, like, you can't say nothing about no sports, or you can't be good at it if you never.
Or you can't be critical.
Yeah,
I mean, somebody never play yet or some such thing.
Is who was saying that?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, somebody there start about the Blake thing.
Oh, Garvey, man. What's up, man? Like
This
that.
Garvey was saying
Yeah.
that.
So me I said,
Surprise.
I never know. What would I say? No one administrator for a essay or nothing like that.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. Whatever, Dennis Strong was disappointed with Andre Blake.
Yeah.
And Garvey was saying Dennis Strong shouldn't be disappointed at our best football because he know which football pedigree he have. I don't want Garvey to be critical of the Prime Minister until he become an MP or a councillor somewhere.
I will stand fire for the politics because the man start talking about here.
No, man, but I know politics matter now. Strictly speaking, I'm just making the point that we all can be disappointed about people, whether them in our field or not.
Me use a perfect example, man.
Yeah.
Somebody where I do good, and I'm one of the best ever take over this Premier League thing. And it's there on for a while now. So I just say, me don't know if it's different from when I'm approved and them thing there.
Man, he's doing an excellent job, my boss.
Yeah, because but sometimes you hear some people with them things they're done, but you them not really get the platform to really express them things there because you know people always have that view. They say, them can spread the football to the parish them when I have no Premier League team, and then me know them really poorly because me see Rena do it at St. Elizabeth.
Yeah, man, that time Rena wanted to go to St. Elizabeth.
Yeah, but
this different.
Yeah, it's different. But let's say Mr. Rena do it, and you can see the hunger where the people them did have. And then somebody get over themselves and say, our people from South come follow Reno. The next match, you know, say overset empty Harvey.
Oh, yeah.
You think I ask Mr. Wellington if you think I joke, man. Somebody say our people from South come.
But based on what Everton has said, it's not just the loss of the home advantage, but the back-to-back 1 o'clock games.
Yeah, 1 o'clock sun is extremely
as
difficult to play.
as group champion, him say them should show him look a bit more.
Yeah, and he's saying he's the only ones that are playing back to back
time.
Yeah,
back to back 1 o'clock. So.
When they do give man is 1 o'clock game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, him say although the game against Charlemont, the game never started till after 2, but it was scheduled to start at 1. I know him going to play the return at 1 as well.
They have plans to money.
All right, 3-2. Make us see how it go.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Who we have now? Wisdom from Moby.
Good afternoon, Arville and Zidane.
Yeah, man.
Arville.
Yes.
We're talking for a couple of years now, a few years now, right?
Yes.
And me understand, say me, when you're in Mobile, we're supposed to link up, we're supposed to buy a beer and all of these things.
Yes.
You know why?
What that again?
Wisdom is my last name, right?
Yes.
When you were at Church Jesus College, right?
Yes.
There was a Wisdom there, don't?
I used to call Wizzy.
Wizzy, I'm a brother.
Wizzy, are your brother?
Yes, man.
Short Wizzy.
Yes, man.
What Wizzy up to these days?
He's a pastor and a teacher, you know.
Nobody not surprised, because Wizzy was pastor from them time.
Yeah, so...
Tell Wizzy, big up Wizzy for me, man.
He's pastor for the South Spring Church and he's the acting vice principal at Title.
Oh, big up Wizzy, man.
Yeah, man. So we were talking the other day and I said, boy, him know you, man, from them time they have commentate on everything sport.
Yeah, man, we used to do everything.
Yeah, so...
But Wizzy used to play like a sports as well, man.
Yeah, man, him used to play. Him say,
yeah, man, I remember.
you make him have to play cricket.
Yeah, man, him want make my team, I have to come train and them thing that.
Yeah, man, and they play volleyball too.
He could play volleyball. I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah, man, he could have played
big.
volleyball.
Hear them up for me. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, not really. But apart from that, I have nothing to say about the cricket. Right?
Well, the less said about it, the better.
Yeah, man. And if Zidane now, why LeBron get beaten this year again?
Well, it's a disaster what is happening. You know that Russell Westbrook, in the first 3 games, wisdom, is averaging 10 points per game, shooting 28% from the field and 8% from 3.
Why? And then Liverpool and my next side.
You know what? Hold on. You know what is Russell Westbrook's salary for this year? $47 million US.
Yeah, man. He might get him.
Big up to Russell Westbrook.
Any man out of college could have given that my boss $1 million. Russell Westbrook getting $47 million for shoot 28%.
I think LeBron James just bring him around and get a nice payday. Me can't say more than that. I could leave it there, so now. Wisdom, you're gone.
Me, don't start off good because I don't know what Liverpool up to.
Oh.
All right.
Every time I think said them going to turn the corner now, Mr. Boy.
Yeah, but it's tough. They should have won the game. A lot of easy chances. Van Dijk, 2 chances late. The one header definitely should have buried it. The right back that came on, he got a header, so he did it straight to the goalkeeper. Salah got one that played over. He missed the shot, the kick completely. And some in the first half. So Liverpool should have won the game regardless of the starting lineup. They got enough chances.
Yeah, man, because, well, my hopes that them can at least make top 4.
All right, big up yourself, Wisdom.
Yeah.
What we'll do, I'll start. Take the break. We'll take the break. We're coming.
All right.
Who we have now?
Back online.
There's no one there? All right, listeners, there you go. You have some spaces on the line there. So if you were holding, I saw quite a few when I went round. So you can call us back now at 876-968-8117. So that's 876-968-8117 from anywhere in the world.
All right, yeah, man. We have some text that we could look at as well, Sean, for the WhatsApp people. So where they are. Yeah.
So we can. Yeah. So back to the Lakers thing, people. So a lot of persons saying that LeBron James should take a lot of the blame for the Westbrook situation, but it is understood that LeBron James actually wanted the gentleman that is doing well at Chicago right now, and they didn't want to pay him, give him a multi-year deal, so he decided to go to Chicago. So while LeBron James did sign off on the Russell Westbrook deal, LeBron James first of all wanted DeMar DeRozan. So I think Rob Pelinka, the GM, is the one that should take most of the blame for the situation. All right, Franco is there? Franco.
Hello?
This is not Franco.
No, Geego.
This is Geego.
Yeah, man. Boy, I just grab the little open flat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we know it go.
Yeah. Yeah, Abel. Why, Sudan, big up yourself, Machi. I am very impressed with the heart of the Indians and the Pakistan now. And also other teams too. Abel, let's see how people represent them countrymen.
Yeah, man.
Jesus, peace, man. When they, Abel, them man, they know, club is secondary, you know. When them man, they represent them country, you know, man, it's like them play with them heart, soul, and everything, you know.
Yeah.
We represent our country, our territory, our country, or whatever. It's like, you know, it's an afterthought, you know.
Yeah, you get the feeling that these people doing well for India or Pakistan mean more to them than West Indians playing for us.
You see the people in the crowd, man. You see the spectators.
90,000 people. You know?
You see the passion and the spectators.
Yeah, well, passion there. The spectators, when they do turn up at T20, show passion as well. I don't know if you can compete with the Indians. Because the man will burn down your house and them sit down and lose cricket.
And the players have it is like them life depend on it. We not rate West Indies cricket them way there when we play, man.
No, I can't see none of the Indian big bat missing 2 flights to go to the T20 World.
And then dong of them players are play correspond
and then
match.
dong of them players are still play. No, I can't say Kohli or Rohit Sharma them or Hardik Pandya them or that.
They would have to hide.
Them it don't sir.
You know.
Proudly upon social media profile cigarette and them something.
Nah, man, total impact. Boy, I mean, I know in the West Indies.
And I hear man say, boy, the board, you know, them have issues with the board. The farmer grades would have issues with the board too, you know.
Exactly.
You think Viv Richards and Wall in them and Dujan them did always in sync with the board?
But Harvey, let me tell you, we're not even the two know who was president of the board or who was
no,
coach
the one difference is that them ex-cricketers know that it is West Indies cricket and county cricket that are going to put on them pot. And county cricket was not giving them the kind of money in any 1 or 2 seasons where the youth can make 3 seasons IPL and you can done with work.
But Harvey, what may I say now? When
so a man had to play for an entire career.
Exactly.
If you can see something in a earth.
That's right. Because that was them living.
Them man 2-3 IPL season, Benz up by a big house on the hill.
But you know, me just imagine now a man like Kohli walk out in the IPL to represent his club and Hetmeyer, Pollard or a couple of them walk out. You look upon Kohli as a man with tattoo, as a man with guts, as a man with integrity, you know. When them look man walk out now, it's just like them are just running for the money, you know.
Yeah, man, the passion that they again.
No, man, and the national pride, everything just you know. You know, I'm happy that India won, you know, because I love India as a side, you know, from a long time. Because, you know, I've been original cricket, and they both from Bishan, Bedi, and Chandra Sheikh, and, you know, them man. But I really didn't so like some things in the last over. Too much uncertainty. That spin away a ball above waist.
The ball is marginal. I hear people say Steve to my teeth because I call it. But I've seen some of those same balls called for other teams. But you know how the emotion are going to run.
Yeah, but this is the last over when everything was depending on a marginal call.
From one angle, from the side angle, it look high for you.
Yes, from the side angle.
Yeah.
Maybe from the frontal angle, it you know, touch angle. But when you look from it from side, it look like the ball.
Bowling, you know? And it look like they never call it same time. It's after Kohli appeal. But, you know,
well,
so it's going on. The thing is, people going to look at that sometime in Harville, but you see, the 7th day, it was the 18th over, right? 18, 19, 20, when they wanted 48 off 3 overs.
Yeah.
And Kohli almost single-handed lick 17 off of the over there. You know? That was what turned the game, you know.
Why the man played some shot there. But the thing is, he never panicked. You remember that Marlon Samuels innings in the final? We were 12 for 3 when Marlon coming up. But Marlon can bat. I mean, by West Indian standards, there's a man who have scored test centuries. He batted out that little difficulty there. Some of them swing or miss, man. Is either one of 2 things, you know. They are going to swing them back. And if pan them day, they are going to hurt you. But Kohli showed that, listen, I can still play with common sense till 4, 5, 6 overs to go. And then unleash. Still keeping the board ticking, still ensuring that his team never got too far behind the rate.
Right.
We need to learn to do that. Once we panic when 2, 3 over bowl and we don't lick no 4 or we don't lick no 6.
Yeah.
But that's the problem, you know.
Exactly. But another thing.
The youth need Hardik Pandey. A very few man can lick with the cricket ball like that man, you know. And him and Kohli buy them time, them lose 3 or 4 wickets. He is not the swing for the hills and hope. Them say, we're going to structure it. I think the first 6 licking are like the 13th or so over. You know.
That's right.
That's what I talk about. We have to start understand, say, it's 120 ball. You can't swipe off of the 120 ball. You know. It does not practical.
I think I wonder to say Harville, and I don't really want to sound like me be disrespectful or anything.
Yeah.
But the level of education with some of these teams compared to our boys, these guys from the other team, if like them get some sort of cricket education in them. I don't know if whether it's in an academy or what, so they are able to have a thought process to the game.
Yeah.
You know, we seem to just go out there and we just not, as you say, typical example, the captain was penalized because he made an infringement in the field. How can a captain do that?
How can your captain, who is your keeper? The keeper is in the very best position for know whether 3 man behind square or not. You know. You have the best angle, you know, for know who the behind square from who the behind square. You know. You can't have 3 man to the right of the umpire. Poor and make it means that him not 100% in the game.
Not engaged at all.
Not at all.
I don't think we are educated enough in the game. I think we probably just go out there to learn to lick 6 and 4 and run up and down and whatever, and the technical thought process.
We lack some things, but we are going to fit the same.
I never know, so you link up with Andy, man.
With Andy Roberts?
No, yeah, Andy man come so exactly like when I read out of the same book.
The man I say exactly the thing. I say, Andy, you sound like me, so.
I think him call you and talk to you now.
Hey, you know, say Andy Roberts was a man, boy. I mean, I understand Andy. Before, when Andy used to play, Andy was a very serious man when I laugh. You know?
Yeah.
He's a very jovial old man now. He ages that thing. You know? Anyway, make a left it.
All right. No more for talk, but we talk again.
All right.
Cool.
Who is Johnny?
Oh, Johnny.
Hello? You're on?
Hello?
Yes, Johnny, you're on.
Hello?
Yes, Johnny, you're on. Speak.
Hold on. This is not Johnny. This is Richard.
All right, Richard. Sorry
okay, good.
Hello?
All right. Yes. A number of things. First one in jest. Zidane, when I heard about 2 callers ago say, hoping that Liverpool can make top 4, I remember the days listening to my friends who are Arsenal supporters. So I'm taking solace in being in the top 4. And I'm saying, can you imagine the levels that Liverpool has fallen, where we now start sounding like Arsenal? And the wicked thing about it is that Arsenal is now is actually contending to be
champions.
Contending for the title. Yes.
Arsenal fans are now hoping for the championship, while Liverpool fans are hoping if they can still maintain a top 4 finish.
Yes, and I used to laugh after Arsenal fans for that, because I thought if that was my team, I'd be looking for another team, because I'm saying I can't support a team that their hope. But the difference is that this was a normal thing for Arsenal to go into the season hoping to finish top 4. Even before the first whistle was blown, they weren't looking to win the championship. They were hoping to finish top 4. But so it just sounded away. That is one thing. The caller that just finished now, his question about whether or not the West Indian players have the the academic acumen in cricket to reason out the game in the way that he knows the game can be reasoned out, because other teams are doing it. I've always said that whether it's football, cricket, and I heard it over the weekend, the table tennis president trying to approach ISA. You see, the issue what we have in sport in Jamaica especially is that we have outsourced sports development to ISA, and for ISA, sports is an extracurricular activity. It's not a part of the curriculum. And so the amount of resources...
Hold on, Richard. Let's take the break.
We're coming.
All right, back with you, Richard.
Yes, as I was saying, they seem to be outsourcing the development of these different sporting sports to ISA. But the question is, what percentage of their budget is being given to ISA?
What do you mean by they are outsourcing these different sports? That's what they are doing?
Basically, I mean...
Or ISA is the one who's deciding to put on these sports?
No, ISA is trying to develop their students. And a part of that development is sports, the arts, and by the arts we're talking about visual and performing arts, music. All of these things are part of ISA developing the students that they are charged with developing along with academics. But sports is an extracurricular activity. So their primary curriculum is the academics and to an extent the arts. But when I listen to I think it's the president of the Table Tennis Association speaking about reaching out to ISA because the question was asked about the development of table tennis in Jamaica.
Yes.
And clearly, his expectation is that if he can get it into the school systems, and which was in my school days, table tennis was a part of our school system. Because that's where I got introduced to it in the first place.
Well, it seems as if a lot of them definitely try to piggyback on Issa.
Yes, and
Yeah,
I'm saying
I
if you
think
can
so.
piggyback on Issa, you should be a part of your budget should go towards the development of the sports by Issa, and so so the question is, what is the financial contribution that these different organizations
Should it go to
are
Issa?
making?
Should it go to Issa or go to the schools, who are actually the ones who will be training and developing the players with skills?
Yeah, but you need somebody to coordinate.
Oh, so you give it to Issa and Issa issue it, trickle it down to the schools.
And yes.
All right.
So if that is the case,
Decent point, Richard.
yeah, if this is the
Not a
case,
bad
then
idea.
I would have no issue with it. But I'm getting the sense that they want Issa to incorporate their sports into their activities without actually putting up some money to finance it. And it doesn't even have to be money. It could be equipment and gear.
Yeah, man. I understand the point, and I somewhat agree.
And assistance with organization, because maybe ISA don't have all of the requisite technical support
Yes.
for this. Where are they willing to do all of this?
Yeah, man. Richard, well, it's a good point. We're going to leave it here. It wouldn't hurt my boss. It would definitely help, I think.
That's what I think.
All right. Big up yourself. Thanks for the call.
No problem.
All right. Good. We have Johnny now.
Yes, man.
Yes, Johnny.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Johnny Goldborn here, man. I tell you something. You're sitting beside a great man there, man.
Zidane.
Oh, my man. Every Arsenal supporter, man.
Is a great man.
Needs to be fully respected, man.
All right.
I'm waiting for over 60 odd years to exhale, man.
I'm going to become an Arsenal supporter next year.
I wouldn't advise it.
To get the great tag.
I tell you something, man. Yeah, the ultimate aim of any of those clubs in Europe, is to win the Champions League.
Ultimately.
Yes, and you have to be in the top four, as the previous caller was saying there about Arsenal, getting into that top four position, to get to the Champions League.
Yes.
Now, Arsenal is the only team in the history of the in EPL never to have been demoted from the top flight football. That means that every single year they have a chance to go there. And they have never won that competition. That is saying something. And man like Zidane, waiting to exhale. But I tell you, man, that man going to wait until, and him just not giving up, So you have to congratulate them, the stick-to-itiveness, So, yes.
Okay.
Okay, now, on to another point here, that pace thing you're talking about with the races that Caymanas Park and other racetracks all over the world.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that affect it, the pace of a race, the speed of the race, the timing. You can't just look at times and, win. You have the win factor, the trailing win, the head
No, man,
win.
when they talk about pace, they're not talking about win.
No.
They're talking about moving up in class, where horses are faster than the ones that you normally deal.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking
about. I'm getting to that. Well, I'm trying to get you to understand that there are a lot of things that will affect, that can affect the horse, how the horse performs, and then ultimately determine his ability to keep up with the pace. And what you find will happen now is that the horse, his temperament is the horse. Let me start by saying that the horse can only gallop at full stretch for 2 furlongs.
Yeah.
So no matter how much you see them going, you can only get into that full gallop for 2 furlongs. So it all depends now on the horse sometimes want the head. And if the jockey can't strangle the horse on a bit,
yes,
and then the horse just dies. The horse just give up. And also sometimes the jockey let him go too early, and the horse them have some temperament. They don't like other horse beside them, They like what you call an unmolested lead. So all of that comes into play, when the horse step up into this higher grade, where he's not accustomed to having these other horses around him. Remember, accustomed to just go there and just,
bad up the field and
yeah,
deal with that
just
thing.
pad them up and yeah, man.
But how much of that responsibility not to let it goes with the horse and how much goes to the jockey?
And also the trainer's instruction.
Our trainer, well, the jockey would be there to carry out trainer's instruction.
Right, yeah, man. Sometimes the trainer would tell them, so what you know. So there's a lot of things that, come into play. And there's a whole lot more things. A man like Philip Trani come on the program. I heard him discussing that thing on the evening program one time. And, he really went into it in some detail, the boy. You need a man like that. Or maybe even you see him, Dr. Paul, right there.
I can't imagine.
But there's one thing I'd like for you to check out from the Orville and Zidane.
Yes, quickly, Johnny.
Yeah, quickly. I am a Real Madrid supporter from 1970, and I cannot understand how Real Madrid whopped everybody for the the Champions League last year, and including Manchester City,
yes,
and win La Liga just like Man City won the EPL, and yet Man City got voted as the club of the year.
I think they have some specific criteria which Man City met more than Real Madrid.
Okay, if you could just sort that out for me, and even
I'll bring it forward tomorrow. I do have the information.
All right,
so listen out for it tomorrow.
Yeah, man, good.
Yeah, man, cool.
All right,
Johnny Colbert. All right, we go to the final one. Man from Uncle.
Yeah, man. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
What's up?
Yeah, man, give thanks, man. Spit fire today.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Michael Holden drink. You know, drink a champagne, and he make a must wine, and he make a Dave Cameron out, and drink a next backer. This is what he drink a next backer champagne too.
Yes.
Yeah? Now I hear him comment now, Michael Holden. Then drink.
Yeah, he had made it known that he wasn't a big Cameron fan.
Yeah, but that is kind of one of the disasters where we're there, I creep the bottom,
Yes, indeed.
His person was against Cameron for cricketing reasons, though.
No, but you celebrate a man get out of a position when that do good enough.
Yes, now we can't say good enough, but we have to remember that in them time we were not always happy with the results on the field,
Fine.
Compared to now, especially in the white ball, it's chalk the cheese though.
Yeah, but we see we throw away go though.
No man, there's no doubt that the standard gone with the white ball.
Yeah, because next one real quick, I come to him now. Remember when you interviewed him for CVM Marvin and him say the result, the president and the result cannot be separated.
Yes, he was insisting that it must take the fall for the poor results on the field. Even on this program he said it.
He said that, okay, so
yes.
Remind the people, let me know.
He lamented that given the time, he would change the result dramatically.
Of course. He said it would take us better than where we were before. Better.
He was campaigning and improving the results on the field.
Despite the bad results, because of Dave Cameron some bad results. Take any 2 year, any 1 year or 3 year out of Dave Cameron time and match against him 2 terms him up. And look on the results.
Yeah, sad, my boss.
Take 2 years out of Dave Cameron's tenureship, no? And put it against him.
It was never this low, though.
And he insisted that the president cannot be separated from the results. More now, way more do to himself.
Because even when we fell down at one point in the rankings, it was still we were still ahead. Only the top teams were ahead of us. Yeah, only the top teams were ahead of us. No, Scotland have beat laugh off us and Zimbabwe.
The funny so, West Indies don't get a T20 World Cup.
It's graceful.
And we are calypso cricketer.
It's graceful. All right, man from Uncle, we have to leave it there. Out of time.
Just want to say one more thing. I remember you interview Andy Roberts, and him say, during 5 bus time, he said, like how the back room look too white.
Yes.
You need to get out to many people. You remember the interview there?
I remember.
Okay.
Listen, if you take a small too.
Of course. He said the back room too white.
All right, man from Uncle. Memory very good.
Man from Uncle. You're a bad man.
I tell you,
leave.
Me grieve, man.
But no, when I talk against the batsman, I mean, not really I talk against Phil after.
Yeah. My pressure the players. All right, man from Uncle, big up yourself. We're leaving it there. All right, thanks to all the people to the time out to listen and call. Big up yourself, callers. Big up yourself, Pastor Hoyt. Big up Sean Grant, the producer. But the St. Thomas Major League final that we did yesterday, Seaforth, I think they won their 4th or 3rd straight. They have won it multiple times in the last couple of years. And the Surge brand has been with St. Thomas for a long period of time now, so you have to big up Surge because the football needs sponsorship. Well done, the president, Mr. Wayne Thompson. Hopefully, we'll do it again next season. All right, join us tomorrow, people. Same place, same time. We'll do it all over again on the Sports Next. So long.